All right, test 1, 2, 3. What's going on, fellow rogues? It's Massmere here, and we got a celebratory occasion tonight, rogues. My employer at HELLMART decided that my work last week was so stellar that I got upgraded to official name tag status. Though they shouldn't have given me a name tag, considering, you know, y'all knew I was gonna probably take liberties with this. But anyways, you know, we've ditched the post-it note trainee tag. We're actually a full-fledged employee now. So welcome to your neighborhood. Not so That's the thing about it. They definitely shouldn't have me as their spokesperson. Thankfully they have it. Anyways, welcome to your friendly neighborhood HELLMART, where, you know, you give us your money, we give you hell, and probably like a carton of eggs. Anyways, see, we're gonna patent that. You know, to my employer, we'll go worldwide with that. We'll make a whole chain out of this. Let me run, like, you know, the catchphrases. We got this. But anyways, yeah, episode 2 for HELLMART tonight, rogues. Last week we actually went in and kind of like redeemed ourselves, like after what happened when I played the demo some time ago, where I wasn't able to actually really end the demo on the note that I wanted to, because there was, like, you know, I don't know if it was a glitch or just something that happened at my end where I just wasn't able to continue. And so we pretty much got past that point. Now we're probably moving on with the game. And there was like some patches for this. There was a patch that was put out for it. One thing I definitely noticed that the dev was talking about is that the menu music here has changed. And I kind of like this a little bit more. The other one was good, but I definitely am liking this as well. But there's like a lot of other stuff that was patched. Nothing that I myself really got hit with, what I could tell. But it is pretty cool, like, seeing the dev, of course, going in and getting all this stuff patched. And they said there's another optimization one they're gonna be doing in the future as well. So yeah, I'm gonna be playing more this tomorrow as well, because this is like a game I may actually go through and try to see if I can get all 3 endings for, because I did have a lot of fun with the mortuary assistant going through and trying to get all the endings for that I could. And also, of course, like, you know, trying to do so with Stanley Parable. There's some games where I'll go through and get one ending and leave it at that. This is one of those that seems like it may be possible that this game may be short. I think the devs themselves said it's short and it's designed to be replayed, because there are like a lot of games out there that plays, okay, I got the ending for this, that's it, you know, I'm not gonna be doing a whole another playthrough for it, this is the ending we're going with. But games like this were a little bit shorter and they make it easy to replay through them, probably, and go for the other endings. You know, I don't mind, like, you know, doing replays of it. So I don't know if I'll be doing like all 3 replays back to back, because again, I do have like other things I need to get to, such as Reanimal, which is gonna be releasing, you know, basically in just a few days. That's releasing on the 13th. Resident Evil Resident Evil Requiem that's gonna be coming out at the end of the month. And of course, I do need to get back to Bloodborne, so I'm trying to like, you know, balance out what I'm gonna be playing. But there will be more of this tomorrow, as well as Lone Shark. I was considering playing Lone Shark tonight, so I got a burst of energy. I don't know that's gonna actually happen. It probably will be. I'm gonna wait until tomorrow to try out Lone Shark. I'm not gonna push it like doing like, you know, two-day streams like back to back. I'm trying to cut back on doing that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm excited to get more into this tonight because I've been enjoying the game. I've been enjoying seeing like the other references, like with the items that I've seen post demo, like in the full release of it. Some of these items, like, you know, the references may have actually been in the demo version. I just didn't get to them. But it's been like pretty funny, like, you know, like fun going in and seeing like, you know, some of the other references they've done and everything. So yeah, we'll definitely be doing like, you know, both this and like Lone Shark tomorrow. And then of course there's gonna be the weekend of multiplayer stuff. Yeah, see, this also has vocals now too. So anyways, we're gonna go, since there wasn't really a whole lot I really had to like, you know, go in with this. I think we're on day 4 now, but since there wasn't really a whole lot I had to kind of like do as far as like a recap or anything's concerned, we're gonna go ahead and get the stream started. We're gonna go in like, or what I mean is like, we're gonna do the opening ad break, and then afterwards we're, you know, we're gonna open our doors today, see what, and I'm just curious about what other upgrades there might be, just what other stuff we're gonna get into. But yeah, with that said, give me about 3 minutes, Rogues, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, it's time to get this on the road. I probably should have made hot chocolate at night, considering that here, like, you know, in this like snowy side of like, you know, snowy side of the world where, you know, HELLMART, you know, is existent. I don't know where I was going with that. It's like very snowy and everything, so I probably shouldn't have went with the energy drink. Should have, like, you know, went with like hot chocolate or something. But you know, I mean, it's definitely like, you know, like in this side of the world, like it's definitely like, you know, colder than a witchcraft practitioner's memory glands or whatever. But I don't know. I say we can't really cuss too much on the job or whatever. So, you know, trying to be professional. You know, I've got my name tag on one to get torn off. So. All right. So now, like we were. Hold up. What's it doing here? Oh. We went to the loading thing. I'm hoping it's actually going to load in. All right, there it went. It was a little bit delayed. Okay, so it'll pick up. There we go. It was just like a little bit of. So I know we're already open. So we literally just started like the shift previously. But yeah, I'm probably gonna like get me some hot chocolate after the stream is over. I'm gonna like because what I do, it's probably like not the most healthy version of hot chocolate, but we are open, right? But I say take your time, sir. Make sure we got like everything stocked and everything. I made sure I took care of that like in the previous stream. But yeah, what I do is I just kind of like, you know, I have like some Hershey's hot chocolate I use. I mean, Swiss Miss or Swiss Miss, whichever one it is, like is obviously like one of the best. But see, he already came in and like messed up my floor. But or she did. We're not assuming like identities here. Assuming genders in 2026 here. But yeah, pretty much what I do is I'll do the hot chocolate and I'll put like of course some marshmallows in it. But I have like, you know, some caramel macchiato cold foam I put on it. Sir, you're not buying anything. What? Add a pack of cigarettes to that. You didn't add a pack. That's all you're getting. Hi. What the fuck? See, now he's making me cuss here. I'm trying to be a very upstanding employee, sir. Congratulations, you managed to keep this place. Congratulations, you managed to keep this place going for now. What the fuck are you? Easy now. I thought you might be polite for customers. Well, I'm trying to be. So it's you I'm not supposed to let in. No, no. Yeah, I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry. You're right, sir. You know, it's funny watching you clean those rules. Are you sure following them is worth all the patience, all that effort? Following the rules is my duty. Careful not to strain yourself. Trying so hard to please everyone. Oh, I please myself with a foot up your ass or whatever, but you know, you're holding up the line. You're keeping me from pleasing the other customers where because you're standing. So it's like, you know, so ever since like Harry Potter kicked Voldemort's ass, you're trying to like get a job here now. Looks like one of the Death Eaters or whatever. Trying to get a job here. Actually, no, I take it back. Look, I freaking Dementor from Azkaban prison or whatever. Look, Sirius Black is dead, buddy. You know, I ain't hiding him here. What kind of rule is that anyway? Don't let it in. Who exactly and why? No explanations, only questions. Well, I'll answer your questions like when I get off shift. We'll go to Taco Bell or something. I'll tell you everything you know, but quit holding up the fucking line. There's people waiting. Or maybe you are the one who wasn't supposed to get inside. Ever thought about that? And someone must have broken that rule. And now you're stuck in that this cage, alone, guarding it, without even knowing why. I've got plenty of customers here. You know, they're my homies or whatever. They come here, they're regulars. I don't know what he's smiling about, but one way or another, I'll get into the store. Not like now, for real. I'll take it. You better not stand in my way. Yeah, thank you. Come again. Piss off. Hello, sir. I'm sorry about that. You know, some people are just so rude. But I just gotta pretend like I'm not caring about it. All right, so 130. What the hell's that guy's problem? Okay, so you got yourself a party going on, or like or you know, you're trying to finalize a divorce. But I mean, I ain't gotta judge. A $2, okay. All right, don't spend it all in one place, man. Coming in with this like we happy few smiles. So I mean, for the fact that like some elder abomination just came, like, you know, just came here to threaten me or whatever. You seem like you're pretty chipper. That's the main thing about it. I'm wearing like the slim. I got the Slim Shady tag on, and I'm trying to like, you know, be good. This is like that. This tag should basically give me like a, you know, give me like a free pass to be, you know, the bane of everyone's existence. Okay. Where's the other? All right, hurry up and where'd they? Okay, first off, I locked these. Thank you. I thought I did. Oh, there it is. I think I just already started my shift and the crazies are coming out. Okay. Sure. And, you know, don't let me be one to stunt your beauty. I mean, when everyone's got their vice, I don't think twice. Sir, it's not a race. I just mopped up back there, so if you slip, you ain't gonna pull no insurance fraud on me. That's on you. I should put a wet floor sign out. Point is, take it easy. We got probably maybe 5 items in stock where I'm pretty sure you're gonna find what you're looking for, no problem. Hold on a second, something's right here. You gave me less than you should have. You owe me once. No, nope. It's a goddamn Karen. That's the thing. They told me a rule breaker. I saw that or whatever. It was 0. Lady, I'm standing my ground. I'm not holding up your line. If you could count properly, I wouldn't stand by. I didn't say you were holding up my line. I mean, but if your husband has some standards, you damn sure ain't holding up to them. And I mean, personally, I'm not holding up your line. If you could count properly, I wouldn't stand by. I'd still be standing here. Recount it right in front of me. Nope. Let's see how it is. You can't even recount. Perfect. Absolutely top tier incompetence. I'll never come back here again. Thanks for the good news. Great, and have a nice day. It even says right there. I need to learn how to count. You need to learn how to read, lady. Right there, front and center, cash register. If you actually could turn your neck instead of constantly looking down on me with it or whatever, maybe you would actually saw hello, welcome to your friendly neighborhood HELLMART, where we give you hell, we give you hell, and also a carton of eggs. And also these nuts. Okay. Right change. Nobody sends always missing from the basket. I take one out from the shelf, but the register is different. Well, I don't shop here, sir. I mean, I prefer, Kroger. I mean, but don't let corporate hear you say that because I'm supposed to actually act like I'm a model employee and I just earned my name tag today. I'm sorry, I'll double check everything next time. I'm sorry, I'll double check everything next time. Thanks, this is starting to feel strange. Don't worry, all oddities will be fixed. The last conversation had consequences. Okay, before any more customers get any bright ideas, pun intended, to come in here. All right. 370. 1, 2, 3. 50. I don't know what the hell she was talking about. I know how to count. I know exactly what I'm doing. You're really enthusiastic about that jar of pickles. Well, whatever tickles your pickle. I don't know, he might be going to try to tickle those pickles. I don't know. I mean, everyone's got a thing. That's thing, talking about oh, you get increased quota for this. No, I mean, I get plenty of quota. I get my 25 cents just from cleaning the windows. I'm good with that. I mean, consider that my boss might be some kind of abomination himself, where I'm not gonna piss him off by getting into a Karen. Boss, I'm busy. You know damn well. You know not to call me on the clock if that is the boss. What the hell? Don't be slamming doors in my establishment, thank you very much. I'm already already comes out of my pay when we're at the freaking upgrade the doors and everything. Don't want to see how it's gonna be if I have to actually completely put a new one on the hinges. I thank the Lord, He guided my steps to you on this very day. Yeah, just like last week. How can I help you? My soul is restless. I can feel dark shadows gathering over our little town. I'll come to you in a time of need. We're raising funds for a special undertaking. This again? Something that will help us stand against the evil itself. Won't burden with details. Right now we need... Dude, I'm barely even making enough to actually, afford Taco Bell. What do you need that kind of money for? It's very, very specific number. Number of the beast. I know it's a significant amount, but so is the task ahead of us. In time, you'll understand why. I can't. First off, sir, I don't like your tone. How come be greedy won't have the money to give in the first place? You know what, sir? See, look at this. Folks, hold that. I'll be right back. Jesus Christ. He's calling me greedy. He came in wanting more money that I didn't have in the first place. I got 5 kids to feed. I mean, not really. If anyone, who totally recalls that joke or whatever where it came from. You know. Seriously, I'm trying to, just be a good model customer. Hang on a second. Okay, I just had to restart it. I was like, wait a minute here. That thing had fuel. That jackass shut my generator down. The boss can wait. All right, folks. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, this entire building's being, is being run on by, it's being, held together by, gum and imagination. So just... Jeez. Smoking, we got him, I guess. And you definitely got him now. See, come on, I can't make quota. He's almost over to wrap up. Yeah, finally someone bought the meat. Because they trusted it. Just go home making nachos. Yeah, hopefully we'll have cheese in stock next week, sir. 10 cents. See, I made 64 bucks. Nintendo or otherwise. Get in there. Okay, let me go see what's so... Okay. Mass Mayor's Mortuary, where when they die without so much as a kiss my ass, we turn them Nash. So I'm taking this not the boss. Okay, look, I've seen Halloween. I know how this whole thing works. Sound like a Diogen from Phasmo. Hello, who's this? What do you want, asshole? Very funny. Yeah, I've seen this movie. Seen all 25 horror movies. I probably we're seeing this same thing happen where you come here. I got an axe. I've got an axe, and I've got a shelf missing at least 2 packages of ground beef. I'm pretty sure my customers won't tell the difference when I go taste Chainsaw Massacre on your ass. So you might want to back on off. I'm a model employee that just earned his name tag today, and I will defend this place with my last breath, which is probably going to happen. But first off, we're going to clean the windows. I thought that was a gunshot that went off. I immediately thought I heard a bullet, but that was just that. All right. All right, let's see what we got going on here. I got 31. Probably want to upgrade the generator. Then again, I've been doing okay with it. I'm out of feeling things are probably about to start getting hairy. I need to upgrade the staff doors. Green doors are, of course, metal plates. Intrusions takes longer. Yeah, I ain't taking no chances with that. I did pretty okay last time, and we'll go ahead and so how many I got plenty of boards already. Okay, go and pick this up in the... I do love the design of the sunset up here, though. Okay, so... Okay, we got our supplies. Thing about it is, I really do feel like I might have actually locked myself out of because I'm wondering if it's gonna be a thing where I get one ending for being a complete ass the entire time. I'll get like another ending for like, you know, being good. Maybe the other one will be like a neutral thing or whatever. I'm kind of feel I probably messed things up this time, whatever, because I was supposed to be kind to the Karen regardless. So, no, something's wrong. Too many hands. So I'm probably going to be going down maybe some kind of like middle route unless there's another way to get like, you know, like a neutral ending. We'll see though. Right now, I might want to go ahead and actually prep up it. Oh, well, damn. Never mind. I guess I already got barricaded. I guess it's because, like, you know, since I didn't let him, like, take anything off last time, it's... But I want to be doubly sure. Oh, well. Okay, never mind. The doors are... All right. All right. Okay, yeah, because that's the thing. The doors, like, the doors themselves have the increased security, but... So I gotta, like, throw these on there. How the hell did that happen? I just cleaned this. Oh, they're not... Oh, okay. That one's locked. So it'll be this one. I thought I locked this one before. Guess I didn't. Crisis averted. All right, bring it on. Also, I forgot. I said, like, in the description of my YouTube stream that I was going to be wearing my heart rate monitor tonight. I kind of forgot it, Rogues. But when we go on a break or whatever, I may actually pause in a second and go and do that. Matter of fact, I'll go and do it right now. All right, give me a second so I can actually go ahead and get the heart rate monitor on and everything, get that active. Won't take me long. All right, Rogues, there we go. While I'm at it, I mean, I don't know if I'll really need the scare counter, but I'll go ahead and turn that on just in case. I mean, they had like a couple points right there where they tried to spook me, like right there at the start, like on that first day with a couple of like cheap jump scares or whatever, but. What you mean saying cheap isn't like in a derogatory sense or whatever, just basically like one of those like quick to the point ones. When I say cheap, it's not bad. I mean, sometimes like, you know, I mean, I'm a sucker for a cheap jump scare. Got something going on here. All right, computer. All right, might want to just rely on. Okay. Trying to see what's going on here. I'll deal with you in a second. Oh, hold up. I'm not seeing anything. Hey, get out. Yeah, if there's anything here, Rogues, I'm not seeing it. So that's the only thing about it. It tells me like something's here, but I don't see it. Yeah, you can just stay right there. I'm not letting you do shit. I can already tell you, sus. All right, I'm not. I'm confused. It's showing like there's. Let me, unless they're trying to fake me out here. Oh. I'm confused. I'm not seeing like. Oh, wait, removing out. Oh. That's. I thought it was a shelf. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, we got it. What do you want? Oh, no, hell no, I ain't letting your ass in. Hey, behind the door. I used to work here. I'm scared. I can't stay out here alone. Please help me. Nope, can't help you. Because I'm begging you. I can't stand out here. I'm really scared. Help me. I appreciate you, Nika. That's fine. Yeah, you definitely got your big day tomorrow. No, leave. Be gone. Okay. All right, no anomalies at the moment. Oh, watch, I'm gonna probably just put my foot in my mouth. I'm concerned by the fact it got really calm all of a sudden. It's way too calm. Okay, nothing going on with the lights here. Brrr, why are you wearing sunglasses at night? Oh my god, this bitch again. It's You see, here's the thing you need to understand. You know, we are in a situation now where you're not in front of my red shirt, you're behind the door, and there's many nasties out there. I could just be compelled, just walk away. You know, I'm gonna let you in, just 'cause I know there's gonna be like something's gonna probably come in here, and if she gets snatched up, not my problem. I was just sweeping the floors. You know, she came in under, somehow snuck in through one of the windows. Told her the store was closed. She came in anyway. It's not my fault. Like, some of the elder abomination, snatchers, the depths of hell. Fine, come in. Push my door open like that again, we're gonna have a problem. Trust me, lady. By the time this is over, you're probably gonna wish you were still off there. Don't even try it. What the hell? See, Amber told me to check the camera or whatever, and then it almost got me in trouble. I saw something sneaking up on me. Yeah, man. Well, I'm annoying that customer right there, So while you're here, since like the register's still up and everything, what would you like to buy? Some coffee? We ain't got it in stock or whatever, but I can put a back order on it, But also make sure, you can get, kind of get some sugar, a couple cues kiss my ass. Trust me, you probably were better off out there or whatever, because, if the monster ain't gonna kill you, me talking to death's going to. Alright, Baron Samurai, what's up? Greetings, my child. The Lord stirred me from my sleep. I felt darkness moving towards this place, and yet you came outside. Let me in quickly. I must protect this place from the evil. Nope! Hold on for a moment. I'll be right back. Let me check and see if I have any fucks to give in stock. Nope, can't help you, sir. Sorry, but, you were sus as hex. But hey, tell you what, you can probably, go down to the Best Buy down the road where you get yourself a Steam gift card, or yourself a copy of Among Us, where and go be sus somewhere else. Piss off. Can you feel it? Darce is already here, so it's close to you. If you refuse my help, piss off. It's bad that the Karen's the chill one now. Yeah, very, very mature. You know, we're gonna pull like the fire alarm again, like we're back in elementary school or whatever. Real clever. Look, I don't get paid enough for this shit. Sir? We are closed. She's a special exception. Only because, you know, that way, you know, letting her in is probably the only way I can get her to shut up. But, damn, I told the boss to fix this plumbing. I don't get paid enough for this shit. I really don't. Santa's anomaly. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. What you can do is stop, you know, stop, like, you know, market, like, seriously, freaking degenerates. Get out of here. It seems like it's a long nut. All right, lady. I saved you. Sun's rising. GTFO. And hopefully maybe this is like my act of kindness will actually teach you a little bit of like about kindness. And the power of friendship. And not being a total bitch. Go home. Doors open, get it open. Actually, please don't work, because I know we need you freaking reproduce. And there she went. I never knew her name. And thank God I didn't. But some say her name was Karen. Damn, she was a bitch. Credits roll. Anyways, we survived another night, Rogues. Because the way she was walking off, like the way like a freaking romantic, like a romance movie would end. It probably is like actual romance movie about how someone like turned like a Karen's life around. Okay. Honestly, all things considered, that night really wasn't that bad. But of course, we didn't have like some kind of like, you know, Eldritch Abomination douse him, like, you know, like reaching his arms through like the vents and everything, trying to unlock the doors. It's funny because I let her in, you know, she shut up afterwards. I guess like, you know, her life on the line kind of like, you know, made her like, you know, think about kind of like rethink things. That could have definitely been in situations like, you know, aren't you just gonna let me in? You didn't say mother may I. Or, you know, you didn't say please or something. All right. Today we're learning about recycling. That's one thing I do like, at least, that they do let you, of course, like recycle or let you like reuse the planks. Because I know some games will probably make it where, like, you know, once you use them, that's it and everything. Because obviously, you know, nothing happens during the night. Okay. I still say it's the most ass-backwards security for this. Or, okay, you know, you basically, I can open the door from the outside now and everything, but I want to go and, like, rest in here, the door stay open. So, realistically, someone could come right on in and, like, and just rob the place blind. Day 5. All right, so how many we got? 5. That's the thing about it, even like, you know, this is obviously, you know, the store was probably like built on top of Pet Cemetery or something. All this considered, actually is like a kind of a cozy little spot, like as far as like the backdrop of the snow and everything. Cause one thing I've said before, like if I ever by some miracle did make it with content creation and everything, you know, with what I do, you know, with like streaming and everything, one thing I would actually really love, as far as like, you know, where I'd like, you know, like to live. I mean, part of me is like, you know, want to live like maybe like, you know, have something like in, cause I live like, you know, in a town or whatever, you know, and thankfully everything's in walking distance as far as like stores and everything's concerned. For those who don't know, I don't exactly drive, due to circumstances, but, I've pretty much have said like what I really would like to do if I ever actually did make it with this is I'd like to, you know, basically one of maybe 2 or 3 places I'd like to live. Would either be like in a city, you know, like somewhere where it's basically as much, because I'm kind of like I'm a social creature. Humans are social animals, of course, but I'm also someone who does like, you know, his space and, you know, and everything. But I just kind of like, you know, thought it would be cool, like, you know, kind of like be, I mean, I've always like wanted to live like in more like a city focal area, like more of like a suburban area. I mean, this, like where I am is kind of, I guess, a bit suburban, but, you know, somewhere where it's like, it's not, you know, very, you know, too like, you know, hustle and bustle, but, you know, it's basically not too hustle and bustle, but not too quiet. Kind of like give like a good example, I guess, you know, where, yeah, basically like, you know, what Amber here said and everything, you know, cause I like me going up and visiting her and like Rocket Nachos, basically where they live is kind of like something that there would be like an ideal place for like how I'd like, you know, where I'd like to be or whatever. You know, you got like some houses around and everything, but you know, and everything is still like in walking distance. And it's kind of like what I got right here, but it's just it's a little bit too quiet sometimes. But at the same time, where I was living previously, neighbors next door were way too noisy. Best thing, you know, you got like just like background noise, like, you know, if you have like, you know, just hearing like, you know, hustle and bustle, it's not really. Just I was saying that doesn't mean you can chime in there. Whatever that noise was. But kind of like, you know, in the sense of where I was living previously, the people next door were intentionally obnoxious. You know, they're like only 15 feet away from my house and everything. I said I wasn't really gonna touch on this too much, but this isn't me venting it this time. It's just kind of like talking about what I got away from. And the whole thing with that was, you know, like they were intentionally obnoxious. You know, if it's like things where it's like it's not really intentional, it's pretty much, you know, people are like it's just going about their daily lives. It's not really gonna bother me that much. But let's see what's new here now. Yeah, so we got light bulb, yeah, toilet paper now, and pasta. Did we have the pasta? I don't think we had pasta before. I think that's new. But pretty much, you know, two things I'd like would be either. I don't think we had milk before either. That's gonna be interesting. And yeah, we had minced meat. But it'll either be that, or I'd like to kind of like have like something isolated, similar to this. I've always said I'd like to be somewhere where there's like, you know, snow in a moderate fashion. Like nothing like this where it's insanely snowy. Like I've had like this weird like thought, like it would like if I didn't like, you know, do something where I'm kind of like, you know, close to civilization, kind of like, you know, a bit more off grid, like where like places would be like, you know, within like, you know, close distance still, or I could have stuff delivered to me. But I also know I probably have like cabin fever from that. It'd be kind of like one of those things where I've just kind of like thought like, you know, I've had like this whole mindset about living like in some kind of like little like somewhat of a mountainy area, you know, like more I guess like an alpine spot where like there's snow, where, you know, it's pretty brisk as far as like cool is concerned, but not insanely cold. But I don't know. I've just had like, you know, just random thoughts in my head. But as far as like, you know, what I'd like to have is like as a living situation is concerned. But main point I'm trying to get to, I guess, in this whole long-winded, you know, discussion about this right here, Rogues, is that everything here like looks really cozy. I mean, when I was like a kid, my last year in Baltimore, Maryland, we got like 6 feet of snow. So I definitely like was probably like, you know, a lot more than what you'd see here in some spots. But see, I just would kind of like, I guess, ideally versus like, you know, the wholly complete isolation thing. Like what I was saying, like it would be like nice just to have a spot where my friends could easily come see me, if that was like, you know, a possibility. But really, you know, like the whole thing was just like having like a smaller, you know, area like outside of a bigger city, you know. So anyways, back on point, because I was just kind of like, you know, I guess like in a little spot in the game where I was just kind of like just talk to you about like just random stuff and everything. Because again, like outside the horror aspect of this game is actually surprisingly a bit cozy in some degrees. It's like it's a twist on the whole supermarket simulator thing where, you know, you just run into business, kind of like TCG Car Shop Sim and others, but it's just with a horror aspect to it. So we'll work on the stuff that we definitely need to stock first that we don't have any of. And I'm just curious about toilet paper, so. Okay, I can't see what. I would laugh at actually with a Beavis and Butthead reference or something, you know, old TV from my bunghole. All right, let's see. So we, yeah, I was just curious. I knew it wasn't gonna work, but so it'd be like utilities, maybe. So I might not be able to stock it. Okay, different section. Probably should actually be. All right, so chemicals. That's weird. Why would it be chemicals? Household chemicals. Okay, now that was out of pocket. That was completely unexpected. For those who come after I guess it's like triple ply or whatever. I did not expect that. Apparently, like, you know, like the only thing they're trying to say is I'm gonna let that bird basically just like be a sign that I didn't need to finish that sentence. Okay, well, I'm curious about the just like perfectly timed pigeon, I guess, or bird, or crow, whatever grows. All right, let's see. We got right here pasta. Right, I saw this one in like, you know, in the demo, the flying spaghetti monster. Problem is, we may not be. I got too much cereal. Yeah, I think next up I need to focus on the shelves. We definitely need like actual shelves next. So hopefully with any luck, next upgrade I'll be able to, like, you know, get some upgrade the shelves. We should be at a pretty solid middle ground here. So I'm only like, you know, $9 off from like upgrading the shelves and everything. So this'll, because that's one thing that's kind of like, you know, kind of hold me back right now. So after this shift, I'll be able to, like, you know, afford new shelves. If it actually like goes on upgrades all of them, that'd be great. And I'm kind of hoping that, like, you know, that's not all the upgrades we'll have, and that like this game will be a little bit longer. But that's weird. All right, so unfortunately, let me just kind of. All right, I just need to like look and see, like, all right, alcohol. We definitely need like more whiskey. More nuts. All right. Problem is, like, yeah. So let's go ahead and, like, you know, get some milk in here. I'm just like want to check and see, like, you know, what all we've got and everything. Like, you know, see the other references. All right, so let me see milk. What I'm seeing right there looks familiar, but I can't place from where. Something with a long nose, I think. All right, let's see what this is. I can't see. Morocco Plus. Morocco. It's probably give me something if I can get close enough. It actually sounds like it's actually like a play on the got milk thing. Clockwork Orange. It took me a second, but I thought about the hat and the eyelash. Clockwork Orange. Son of a bitch. Yeah, I was trying to see like what the whole Morocco thing was, but I didn't have to do that. Yeah, because the whole thing at the beginning of the movie, like at the milk bar and everything. Yeah, it took me a second. That one was a bit more obscure, but I got it. That was probably like one of my favorite ones. Like, it's just like I'm loving all the puns like in this. Like, you know, the devs, basically the whole thing, like, you're really excited just to see like what like items you get. Just to see like what references are gonna come up with. A lot of it's been so clever. I mean, I'm still trying to figure out the eternal bread thing or whatever. Because that looks familiar right there. I mean, I don't know what that's a reference to. Probably should know. All right, so because I'd like just for it to be where I can kind of like, have like more of a diverse number of like stuff in here. Where I know I'm taking my time like getting everything put. All right, so let's go for the whiskey first, or whiskey next. All right, so that's full. Yeah, definitely can like, I really get the shelf restocked with more burr. All right, so more beer. Now I would laugh if they actually had tequila and it had like Pee Wee Herman doing his dance. I know that's definitely not going to happen, but see, I gotta stop dropping this because it seemed like they're definitely like going more towards like horror stuff. And I guess in a way, like A Clockwork Orange could be seen as a horror movie in its own right. A lot of this has definitely been like, see, I still don't understand this one. I'm gonna like put some more hot dog buns on the shelf where else I can get better. Like I swear I think that may be a Sausage Party reference. Gonna find out. Just the way it looks. I think it's supposed to be hot. It's supposed to be Sausage Party. It definitely not what they're aiming for here. Also, no, I'm not about to get my channel demonetized where from like, some very explicit imagery right there, but I mean, it wasn't that explicit, but Because obviously, it's one of those things where, you think about it or whatever. So, okay, where's that hot dog going to go? We're not going to talk about that. But see, I'm just waiting for this to actually have soap in stock because they don't do a Fight Club reference. Like, because the thing is, you figure this place will sell soap. We're selling like other stuff where it says household chemicals, soap will count and everything. There has to be a Fight Club reference. If they don't do a Fight Club reference, I'm going to be very disappointed. You figure like, it's a general goods store or whatever, so we'd have like, I mean, they somehow found a way to make a freaking like Pyramid Head reference, like with freaking like Dorito chips or whatever. I thought they... Okay, that's right, I remember now. Okay, I wish I could like close this back. I can see them adding like a mode in where like if you waste food or whatever, like, or you basically open up boxes you can't stock it, it'll dock your pay. But that probably be I got like a lot here, but all right, let's see. That would be kind of cruel, I think. Honestly, I think we're mostly good to go. I mean, there's like, I feel like I really don't need to bother with stocking everything else right now. It might be one of the things I've been overstocking. Still good on light bulbs. Household chemicals or whatever. What else was over here? Because that needs to be restocked. Let's check household chemicals. Just toilet paper. Okay, let's make sure they're loaded up on their sentimental sheets. Seriously. Let's go and like just load this up and then we'll be... Yeah, we're just gonna assume that maybe like this game is taking place like the month after November. Welcome in, Anime Boy. How you doing? Okay, Looks like, you know, they're fully stocked on toilet paper. I'm telling you, the pet if the pet stuff isn't like a Pet Cemetery reference, I'm gonna be very surprised. Because they're gonna be really missing an opportunity if they don't do a Pet Cemetery reference. Okay, we're basically stocked up, I guess, now. As much as I'm gonna, like, you know, because I think we're gonna be good or whatever. Like I said, after the ship, I'm gonna go ahead and get a shift. I'm gonna go ahead and get, like, the new shelves. Okay. So, let's hope that, you know, Father Capitalism or whatever, you know, the one that kept on, like, wanting me to pay him stuff. This is called HELLMART. It's a, horror-based, supermarket sim style game. What's this say right here? That bow-legged bastard. He acts like he knows this place better than I do. Now I'm sure he and this damn store are working together. I just don't know how to prove it yet. Okay. Yeah, I definitely need to get these other shelves so we can... All right, before we do that, though, let's go ahead and get, like, the generator refueled. Sorry, I feel like I'm playing Dead by Daylight with this. Okay. Well, start the shift. I have to make sure the doors are locked. Don't want any unnecessary surprise, like someone trying to sneak in behind my back. I know they said, like, last stream, they were talking about that one dude that was, apparently... It was someone who tried to rob, like, you know, them elsewhere, but I ain't seen him yet. Are we good to start now? All right. All right, welcome to your friendly neighborhood HELLMART, where we give you, like, 9 circles of serviceable goods, but just no soap yet. $666 lumens. Okay, so I guess they can read and get a tan at the same time. See, how do you... That takes a special status skill. You weren't over here and you made a mess. He doesn't even believe in taking baths? Oh, okay, yeah. He's probably gonna want to have try to converse. I'm not even gonna question what you're about to get up to with with 2 jars of pickles and some toilet paper or whatever, but you know, you do you, buddy. Apparently the jar of pickles. Anyways, 15 cents. Oh, not too talk at that time. I guess he's going to go get down to business. All right, Caillou, here's your change. You're not John Cena. I can see you just fine. I can see there's a customer right behind you. Well, of course I can. Are you okay? I'm strange. Technically, you're not supposed to see me. This is John Cena. Unfortunately, I didn't make it through the night. Someone snapped my neck, and now I'm just a phantom. I'm sorry. Do you know how it happened? I'm not sure. I only remember cold hands on my throat, my own choking and loud booming laughter. I was just in this new form for less than a day, and I'm already a little jealous of you. Don't be jealous of me, dude. I ain't getting paid for shit here. Well, good luck on the other side. Never mind, I'll go. No need to trouble to living more than I already have. Good luck on the other side. Hey, I don't care if he's dead or alive. As long as he's better, like, you know, company that freaking Karen I dealt with or whatever. He can talk me of all he wants. Do you have high pressure compressed air cylinders? No, we also don't have any galvanized square steel either. No, we don't sell those. Shame, you ought to. Why? Look, you can go to Advanced Auto Parts down the road if you need that, buddy. You know, we're not a car dealership. Can I help you with anything else? Help? And what's that could you help me with? The door? I don't know, maybe you need something else. All right, look here, Farquaad. See? He looks like freaking Farquaad. Apparently, Farquaad hit like a growth spurt and everything. He can finally reach the wheel of the car, and he's want to try to like drive away from far, far away. Yeah, I went there. Deal with it. What the? There's something else. We don't deal in those kind of services either, sir. There's definitely not a back room you can go to either. And because I mean, like the customer from last week found out the hard way when I chased him out of the store. He found out the hard way when he was trying to find the hard way. Tell me, do you believe in fate? More yes than no, I suppose. I also believe you're holding up the line. Heads or tails? Heads. Is that your final answer? Yes. Good, that's how it is. Today's your day. Take it. But don't put it in the register. That's your lucky quarter now. Yeah, whatever. Just, you're holding up the line. Next time you better buy a pack of gum or something. You know we don't have any. Are you baking a cake or something, lady? Or... Well, I mean, it is the early day. Maybe she's making breakfast. I mean, sorry we ain't got no eggs yet. Hopefully next week. All right, 280. Okay. All right, there you go. Have a nice day. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep on forgetting that's not a lady. That's a dude because they had a beard and everything. They're all like way too chipper to be out here. Like, that pack of cigarettes is that. You know, she's very enthusiastic, looking very enthusiastic. Someone ain't had her morning smokes yet. Seriously, you know, them being out here, like, you know, in this weather and everything, smiling like this in the morning. What in the fudge is going on? Excuse me? Lady. Get out of my store! Why was that necessary? And she peed all over my floor. Jesus. Okay, whatever loud breathing is going on. Look, I'm trying to clean, all right? I'll get you on just a second. Hold on a second. This woman like just went all down my aisles just peeing everywhere, so. They are all way too... What? The fact we got like a perpetual blizzard going on there. They're all out here and they're like smiling like this or whatever. I don't know what I'm more... All right, welcome back, anime boy. I don't know, like, what's, like, you know, worse? Don't be bringing up my stuff, stuff like that. That's my job. Again, like, everyone's coming here just being all smiles and everything. That's really concerning. Every one of them smiling. Like, they had, like, their joy pills from We Happy Few. Weren't you just here? This person was just here. 40 cents. Okay, let me get back to cleaning real quick. I mean, again, like, the fact it's morning time, there's a blizzard going on outside here. They're shopping here of all places. I don't know what they got to smile about. If it was me or what, I probably wouldn't be getting out of bed. I'd probably be, like, really cozy and up, you know, under my sheets with, you know, some hot chocolate or whatever, not even thinking about going out in a blizzard. It's like okay, so we got the Joker's grandma coming in here. All right, man, give me 1 second. Let me finish cleaning this. Apparently someone else just botched up this one window right after I cleaned it. Okay. It looks like the Joker's grandmother. Good day, young man. You know, I completely forgot why I came here. Could you help me? Of course, let's think about it together. How kind of you. That would be just wonderful. Were you planning to buy something? Buy something? No, I don't think so. I have everything I need, unless... Oh, I remember now. I can't even cut that grin off that face, that parasite. Well, everyone's been smiling here today, ladies, so take your pick. I mean, that guy right there is off limits because he's the only one in here seems like he actually is being, like, plot appropriate for the fact we got, like, a freaking blizzard going on outside, and there's not a Starbucks for miles. Perk anyone up, but what a shame. I didn't bring my knife. And that fucker is nowhere to be seen. Well, that took, like, see, I told y'all. Joker's grandmother. Think she's going to cut a smile off of someone or whatever. She's still talking about cutting someone, so yeah. Well, then next time, I suppose. Thank you for your help, dearie. Have a wonderful day. Yeah, well, let me just go and make sure I tell my employer that we don't need to be stocking any knives or whatever, because whatever it is, lady, I didn't do it. All right. Well, let's carry on. God damn. Yeah, I was trying to. I like how the one that had like more money was like mad for whatever reason. $860. All right. 5, 6, 7, 8, 50, 60. Damn, she can be unbearable sometimes. Everything about her is fine except the personality. Oh, I was just thinking out loud about my neighbor Karen. We met. Do you know her? I think I know what you mean. Well, you probably understand who I'm talking about. White woman, mid-40s. Just picture like just using this, like, this thing for like if I'm going to the rude employee route next time I play through this. Yes, that's the one. She won't cause any real trouble, but she'll work your nerves like nobody else. She caused me trouble, whatever, Well, actually, when I let her in and when it was a threat to her life, she was very quiet and everything. That's all you gotta do. Is just like, just dress up in a ghost face outfit, stand outside the door for a few hours. She'll shut up. Thanks, I'll keep that in mind. Well, then I'll get going. I won't bother you anymore. You think she'd been like one of the cool... What the fuck? So apparently, like, Sadako or whatever, is like, even needs junk food on the other side of the TV. Okay, right. Alright, so what's going on, cousin it? Going on, like, this can't be good for your hair, right? It's a lot of sugar and highly processed, cereal, but... Oh, what? Oh, hold on a sec, lady. Something's wrong. What the fuck? Huh? Well, that took a turn. That was a big twist. Pun intended on both. What the hell? I thought, like, it was someone just long-ass hair. Welcome to Massmere's Chiropractors, where I give you a twist and hopefully you don't give me a fist. What's up? Hello, can you hear me? Hello? You reached HELLMART, where, you give us hell, we'll give you eggs, once we get them in stock. I completely botched our catchphrase. HELLMART, you work there, so they already found my replacement. Oh, thank God. I'm so glad to hear another human voice. I thought I was completely alone. Where are you calling from and why? I didn't make the call. I've been wandering these corridors for far too long. Walls, hallways, doors, all the same. And then I see the phone. It's ringing. I picked up and reached you. Okay, look, I've already seen the black phone, buddy. I mean, I'll help you kill Ethan Hawke on some other time. But right now, I'm barely making minimum wage. Probably making it at all. Wandering through corridors. Yes, but we don't have time for that. Listen carefully. This is what really matters. Don't trust the management. Not a single word they say. And don't trust the pager either, no matter what trials fate throws at you. Why should I trust you? Because the whole shopping mall is completely messed up. But they never tell anyone about it. There's not a shopping mall here. There's no way out and no way unless you know exactly what to look for. Wait, what shopping mall? Yes, that's right, but wait. Do you hear that? Oh, no. Hey, hello? Are you still there? What the hell? Enlightening, thank you. All right, guys. The ad break's about to start in about, like, 35 seconds. So we're going to go and try, like, at least get, like, everything barricaded. Well, first off, I need to get my new shelves. Because what's that I was what I want to do previously. Do I have enough to get shelves? We just have enough. What do you mean unavailable? I got to buy this. Okay, that's cheap. That's bullshit. So I got to, like, oh, come on. I had to buy the trash can just to be able to buy shelves. That sucks. All right, guys. Anyways, ad break's going to start in about, like, 10 seconds or so. So give me about 3 minutes. I'll be right back. I'll go and start getting everything barricaded. All right, guys, I'm back, and I may have to take like another break in just a few seconds, but I'm gonna try to get to this shift first, like get to the whole night thing here, get to the next day before I have to do that. So at the very least, doors are barricaded. Clean the store up. All doors are locked. So really, all I gotta do is just, here we go. Well, I'm ready. I still wish I could have like actually afforded like the shelves. We'll get that tomorrow. See, that's what I'm talking. I just cleaned up, damn it. I literally cleaned up while I was on the break. I'm using like my break time where to clean up or whatever, and they can't even respect that, rogues. I should be getting paid overtime for this. Oh, we know that's gotta be like just one that's gonna go away on its own, I think, but it may not. Shoo. Oh shit. That's what I thought. So it's gonna be one of those types of nights. Oh, yeah, we're going... No, you don't. I'm gonna have to really be on my toes tonight, Rogues. This thing is like moving fast. What the hell? Nice try. That was coming out of the hatch. I have to really like pay attention tonight, because this thing is like really... Nope. Could I just barricade these things? That'd be great too, you know? Seeing that they're trying to be tricky with this now. Going somewhere? Hurry and finish shopping, sir. I'm busy right now. With like, you know, when you just, you know, you treat the registers as self-checkout, just don't like, you know, take any of my change. Seriously, like, what I'm dealing with right here is bad enough or whatever, but I damn sure I need like my registers to come up short. Yes, there's an anomaly at my register. What the hell? What the hell? Which one is it? Oh, who. We got that one down at least. You need to leave, sir. Make your final selections, you know, because we are currently in overtime right here. What's going on with this thing? Shit. All right, hold on a second. That's not right. Sir? Damn it, hold on. It may seem like there was someone that... Leave! Yeah, this is like definitely been one of the busier nights. We got that back down. That was actually... Okay, so... We only lost like one plank or whatever out of that the whole time, whatever. That actually really wasn't that bad. It wasn't that hard to manage. But that hand was definitely like a lot more active that time. I still wish I could afford, like, you know, to get like the, go and get the new shelves, but we'll have that next time. Personally, I'd like to have like the new doors, but we're managing. I thought I bought the new generator. That's right. I said like I wasn't gonna buy it just yet, or whatever. New generator will be after the shelves. Because the thing is, I look at like more shelves, possibly means like, you know, hopefully more customers, possibly. I'm not entirely sure. All right. Like anytime I don't have to actually, you know, cause I mean, just like, you know, being like less down one plank when I already had plenty. Like I'm managing it right now. I'm having a feeling it's gonna definitely probably get harder, but I really want to get the new shelves. I mean, a new generator will be great, but so far I'm managing it. Right now I'm gonna go ahead and, like, you know, order. So hopefully after the next shift I'll have enough. We got plenty of that. I'll just get one for right now. Cause how much we got? We got 3. So this will be like 4. I'm just make sure I stay, you know, up on this or whatever. Once we get like the once I get like the better generator, it probably won't matter as much either, but so far I'm managing. Just gotta be careful, you know, about I think I might have like over prepared a little bit early on, but I'd rather have too much of something than like not enough. So I'm looking at like I'm gonna like it's definitely gonna like hopefully like I can reach a point where I'll start making more money. What's this? The local crazies aren't as simple as they look. The drunk, the loudmouth, the priests on the surface are just small town lunatics, but every one of them comes here for a reason. This place pulls them in. Yeah, well, Pulls them in. You have a problem? I'll push them out. Day 6. What the? Deep Raven, oil refining waste, dumping production nearby. Suddenly a lot starts to make sense. Water, air, people, not a curse, not a monstrous consequences. Note 10, break glass in case of fire. Yeah, right. Fire's not really a threat here, but if real danger comes, that might be the only thing for protecting yourself. Apparently this is everything I've collected. So apparently this is where like all the post-it notes I find, like, you know, get like the notes get put. Okay. So, snow shoveling. Of course. I swear I feel like I'm in Willy's Wonderland. Willy's Winter Wonderland. I just totally see Nicolas Cage actually starring in a film about this. He's a drifter that shows up. The drifter during the snow, shows up during the snow drifts. Or a drifter cleaning snow drifts or whatever, or run this store or whatever, and every anomaly comes and he just beats the crap out of him, just like he did the animatronics in Willy's Wonderland. That was the whole thing. Like, he basically, the brakes were important. But, you know, so at that point, like, he was on his time or whatever. But then as soon as, like, it was time to get back on the clock, wherever he just, like, you know, he just worked. Or where we at on the generator? 40%. See, that's weird. The boxes are still here this time. Last time they disappeared, like, yeah, overnight. So I wonder if they fixed that, too. Where the boxes actually persist, so, you know, you can... So, soda, milk, minced meat. What's the new stock here? Peanuts. I think something right here. Cat food. I'm telling you, if it's not... If this isn't a Pet Cemetery reference, I'm going to be very, very disappointed, Dev. So don't let me down on this one. I know this one. It looks like the freaking Cheshire Cat, but... Cheshire Cat. Wait, and I like how, like, the carve-out thing or whatever, basically the thing that shows, like, the food on the inside is, like, I guess, like, the Mad Hatter's top hat. Well, I'm not too mad about that. That's still pretty cool, but I'm telling you, like, I'm hoping this other one's going to be like a Pet Cemetery one. Though you feel like it actually probably would have been like the cat food, you know, Church from first Pet Cemetery. Though it was like Zowie from the second one. But I'm going to go and say it straight up. Y'all can go any route you want to with this. I'm hoping it's going to be a Pet Cemetery one, but if y'all pull a Full Metal Alchemist and reference, you know, Nina and Alexander, we're going to have a... What the hell? Well, it's not Pet Cemetery. I mean, I'm a little disappointed about that. I really wish we could have got, like, actual Pet Cemetery reference with it. Yeah, American McGee's. Matter of fact, that's exactly what it is. That's it. Because remember, the Cheshire Cat in that one had the earring and the tattoos. That it is a reference to that one. It's based on American McGee's, which makes sense because it was more horror focal. Yeah, it is based on American McGee's because I remember, yeah, the earring and like in the, yeah. They went with that design of it. All right, so... Full Moon Dew. Completely dry food for werewolves and pasta, ordinary breeds of... So it's... I don't know if that's actually supposed to be a full-on reference. Isn't this like the thing they were talking about over here? No, that was that beast thing or whatever. It's supposed to be a reference to something as well, but yeah, it's a protein bar. Honestly, I like the packaging on this one. I mean, I don't know exactly what reference it's supposed to be to. Pretty sure it probably is like supposed to reference because it looks familiar. Yeah, everything else has been mostly a reference to something. So I'm thinking there is something that. I personally, you know, kind of wish that they would have went like somewhere the dog food could have been like something like for the Howling, or something. But again, I mean, I definitely wish they would have went like some with Pet Cemetery for that. All right, just more dog food. Yeah, but still, it was actually a reference, and it wasn't necessarily generic. So that's where I messed up on that one. I forgot to put like, you know, one. Might as well. It's not really make much difference. Should still like close out the bag. So I'm kind of like, we're gonna keep things like more uniform here for this one. There, all right, that looks a little bit better. Not entirely so, because we still need to get my new shelves, but I'm hoping that when I do this, it's gonna like do the under construction ones, also fix like the ones that are broken. But also, they're not gonna understand they don't fix the ones that are broken, because it's gonna still kind of appeal to the fact that this is a it's kind of like, you know, more of a decrepit convenience store. You want to use that as a word for this. What am I doing with my life? That's the wrong thing. It's supposed to be cat food. I just still wish like you could like put stuff back in here, just like close the box back up. But it's fine. I'll use that. I can get that later. I just like, you know, think it's hilarious, like the big abundance of like more cat food than dog food or whatever. But I guess it kind of makes sense because like that, you know, cats like probably like eat like a lot less than dogs. Because pretty much, you know, cats like usually like some can be a little bit bigger or whatever, but dogs like come in all shapes and all sizes. Which, let's be real here, this is like, the thing about this is that this is definitely like, you know, for like a short term thing for dogs. It's probably like may feed them for like maybe like a couple, like maybe like a week or so, if that, depending on the size of the dog. But this, I mean, I know like some cats working probably like they'll probably definitely make this last or whatever. But these are like, this kind of looks more along the lines of this would be like, you know, dog biscuits and cat treats or whatever over anything else. Instead of like actually, you know, full on. Because let's be real, like no one this day and time where it's gonna be buying like I think a cat food this small or dog food this small unless like it's in a pinch. Usually, like for my dog, I mean, he's a little Boston Terrier, but I make sure whenever I get him food, I go and get him like, you know, full like, you know, 13-pound bag or whatever. So that way it's, you know, for the long term. Because he does, because of course, him being a Boston Terrier, you know, he's a small dog. He doesn't eat a whole lot or whatever, but, you know. Like this right here still probably wouldn't like last him a week or whatever. Like I said, if it actually would have been like dog biscuits, but we'll just kind of look at it as that anyway. All right, so let's see what else we got going on here. Yeah, they definitely like stormed through the bread. So I kind of feel like what I'm going to do here, I'm going to like, you know, kind of change things up. This will be like, you know, entirely just like hot dog buns or whatever. If I'm lucky, I might actually have like some out here I can still use. So I'm going to like clean up some of these boxes. Nice. Don't know if it's going to be enough to fully fill this, but not quite. Yeah, like we still got plenty of like the bread there and everything. All right, I just want to like try like just go through and get some of these boxes out of the way. So the whiskey, can we like, you know, put anything here? And they barely touched it. Matter of fact, they didn't touch it at all. Okay, never mind then. What about the beer? I just want to like clear up some of these boxes. Oh yeah, definitely can. Yeah, okay, so not quite. I think we still got, yeah, there's still a little bit left in there, so I can't throw it away just yet. As I'd rather, like, you know, kind of go through and just, like, you know, clear up these boxes. At least we know the milk probably didn't inspire because how much is it snowing. Okay, I think I'm just gonna probably, like, just, like, leave the milk out here. I'm hoping they're not gonna penalize me for not using it. definitely didn't get as much toilet paper as I thought they were going to, but... Hold up. Is the box... I can't tell if the box is empty now. I'm hoping it is. So I'm going to throw this out. Alright, cool. Shush. Alright, do I have anywhere to put, like, you know, the spaghetti now? Alright, I got, like, another shelf here. Another couple shelves. Still got some left, though. Alright, we're pretty much good on everything now, I guess. For right there. Definitely need to get, like, you know, yeah. Hopefully by the time we're done with the shift, I'll be able to afford, like, the new, shelves. Then we can, like, work with a whole lot more. That means we'll, like, we'll be getting more money in, too. Hold up. Yeah, well, this is convenient, because I... No? Never mind. Okay, yeah, I forgot, like, I opened up the chips before. Didn't have quite enough to stock it fully, but... Shush! There's no point, like, opening up another box or whatever, because there'll be, like, another one I'll have to... Alright, I think, like, everything else should be good to go. They haven't really buying up a whole lot of... I definitely need to, like, you know, do something about the meat, though. We got plenty right here, but... Make sure that stays stocked. That's the thing, because when you look at it, it seems like there's definitely, like, a lot more places for them to, like, put more stock and everything. So I'm wondering if there's going to be, like, more stuff we can have, like, a variety of. Okay, I just realized I can just, like, hold the button down and I can stock everything like that. I don't think I did that before. I can just, like, hold the button down and... It's cute. Okay, maybe, like, I can throw this thing out now. Probably not, but... Oh, nah, never mind. Alright, I guess we're good to start the day. Well, not quite. I mean, they definitely need more pickles. Nah, we'll go with it. I don't, like, you know, need any more boxes out there. Alright. Everything's cleaned up. Plenty of stuff on the shelves. Let's start. What the hell? The customer's always right. The customer is always right. The customer's wrong? No, you're wrong. The customer's always right. Like, Karen comes in, she's gonna be wrong. I don't care. But I know, like, next time I do a playthrough, I'm probably gonna have, like, no matter what, just be... I don't know. Next playthrough, I might just be, like, a complete ass. Just kind of, like, you know, get, like, a little palate cleanse on and everything, then go in and, be, like, you know, good little boy regardless. I think I really was supposed to, like, you know, just give that Karen her change. But also, I was trying to, like, you know, be kind of realistic about it. Because, I don't know. My whole take on it is I just wouldn't have been, like, you know, because my thing is if I actually gave her the change or what, like, what she thought was, like, you know, I knew for a fact I gave her the right change. If I would have gave her, you know, if I would have, like, you know, gave her that change or whatever, that would have been me in trouble. So how in the world you go and, like, you know, do this? Like, you know, no one even came in yet and they peed on the floor. How'd I get $20? Right, because I was... What the fudge? How'd I just suddenly get $20 in my account right there? Whatever, well, new shelves, Rogues. The other ones were still broken. That pisses me off. Well, I mean, it's too late to, like, you know, stop more on the shelves now. But at least we got it. I just suddenly, like, just... It must have been the snow. Probably from, like, shoveling the snow. I should have looked.
Uh-huh.
So I like how, like, basically, everything's kind of like, implying that, in the next playthrough, like when I do like the rude playthrough, me not getting them cigarettes is actually gonna be being rude to them. Because when you think about it, basically be like me kind of like helping them, but also, this whole thing is like that's their life, Oh, what the? We got the freaking blank from Dick Tracy all of a sudden. What's going on there? See, I could like totally shortchange me, wouldn't even know. But we're not gonna do that. We'll turn that off as well. Yeah, that guy was like just breathing personality. You're out of milk. Are you gonna do something about? Thanks. Next time, make sure the shelves are stocked. Well, if you would have waited, I could have got. You jackass. Look, there's plenty of snow outside, all right? Just, put that in the cup or whatever. It's why I like milk or whatever, and just use your imagination. You got to spam. Spam? We don't have spam. Hold on one damn minute here. Now y'all just like making shit up. What spam? So I missed something here? Like, what in the... Now y'all just talking shit. I'm out of spam. Lady, do not have a... Young man, why are you just getting old lady like that? I thought you weren't feeling well. Me? Not feeling well? Oh, please. The one who's about to feel bad is you. You shouldn't have done that. Now I have to cut something off you too, you little bastard. Oh, for heaven's sake, my silly old dad. I forgot my knife at home again. Could you wait for me here? I need... Sure, we're open late. Although, I probably won't make it today. Maybe tomorrow? Are you working tomorrow? I'm here until the end of the week. Good, good. See you then, dearie. Don't disappear, okay? I'll be back soon. See you. Don't throw me with a good time, lady. But in the meantime, I'm like, currently trying to work my 9 to 5 or whatever this is, whatever hours. I don't know. Probably slept in again. Because they don't pay me enough for this shit. Oh, shit. Short change? I gave her more than she needed. I swear I get told short change. I think I gave her 10 cents more. I don't know. Maybe I did some by accident. Whatever. I wasn't actually trying to do that. Whatever happened, it happened. It's like a slip of my, 44, you're out of milk. Of course, I'll bring some from storage. Thanks. Next time, make sure to... By the way, has the local boozer been bothering you? Well, you're bothering me. You mean someone specific? A balding guy. Half the time you'll see him without his pants. He used to stand behind this counter just like you. Like, what? Hold up. You thought it would be a temporary too. What? Of course I do. Shit. Dude, you holding me up here. Hey! God damn it, I got stolen from because he was holding me up in the conversation. That was bullshit. Hang on a second. Going somewhere? Saw you slipping all that stuff into your bag. Fuck, all right, let's keep it down. Here's the deal. I'll give you half the cash. Nobody saw a thing. You're paying all 12 to the register. Damn it, fine. Take it all. But remember, this place makes a kill on folks like you and me. Get lost. Good thing I caught him right there. I thought he, like, already ran out. Yeah, you ain't gonna be pulling that on me, buddy. I don't think so. I already make, like... Trust me, I already don't make a whole lot from this. We're not running a charity here. You gotta spend... Let me go do this real quick. Look one more time, because I'm... First off, milk. Here. Crisis averted. But... You didn't boot... Dude, I am busy. Can you please back off? What the fuck? Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Kidding, of course I did. What do you want from me? I've been watching you lately, scurrying around, fussing with all the little boxes, like a mouse chasing crumbs. Never seen the bar about to slam down. The fuck are you talking about? You really think this place is your safe little haven? No, 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 no. It's a mouse trap, and you are a little mouse. Even if I'm the mouse, I'm not giving you the trap. Brave little mouse, protect your trap like it's your own. But it's alright. It'll all be over soon. The mouse trap will snap shut, and you understand. Don't doubt it. Yeah, good for you. Let me stop my frickin' milk. Trust me, I mean, I'm more concerned about these customers keep on saying, like, you're out of milk. You know, than you. Okay, go and get them out of the way. Really quick so I can get back to... Jesus! There! Oh my god! You gotta be kidding me, dude. Like, is everything... Well, might as well take the box out while I'm at it. Sheesh. Okay. What the hell? Like, aren't you supposed to be back at my house and know I'm not a human? Alright, just give me a second, dude, and I'll be right back. At least I know he ain't gonna be no problem. Son of a bitch. Use the opportunity to try to find some spam. Purple, 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 purple. Fuck! There was spam. Junk mail. Whatever. Where's this go? Where's this go? Where's this go? Where's this go? Canned foods, canned foods, canned foods. Alright, good thing I got new shelves. Junk mail. Hardy har har. Okay, I got much time to laugh at it the moment. Shit, I thought we were gonna have enough. They're about to be mad as hell at me if I don't hurry up. I'll be in there just a second, people. Jeez, today's been literally hell. Okay, back to work. Jesus. Alright, sorry, peeps. Hope y'all didn't rob my register. Alright, You're trying to freaking Death Eater popping up, like, you know, people complain about milk and spam. Alright. Okay, at least, like, they're not... I don't know you. We met. No, I'm not a human. I gave you a house to stay in for a few days before someone unfortunately killed you. Are you working here alone? Yeah, just me today. Can I help you? You took his place, and now he's gone. Cigarettes, any kind. Well, I mean, it's the only kind we got, see. You know, big apple for a big guy. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Or, like, the ceiling. Okay, so hopefully maybe it was the last customer, because, geez, the day was hellacious. Oh my god. So is everyone peeing on my floor? Trying to steal from me? Say if I busted that guy. Like, all right, man, I'll cut you out on a deal. I was like, yeah, dude, I don't get paid enough for this. I'll be paid, I mean, I'll be getting paid more from being honest. Trust me, all right? I mean, as much as I could probably, like, you know, have a better place of employment or whatever, you know. I'd rather, like, you know, Elder Abominations, you know, be the worst, like, I have to deal with it over being fired. Or something like me, that'd probably be a blessing, all things considered. Seriously, man, I can handle, like, you know, Rogue Karen. I can handle, like, you know, Eldrick Beans, you know, trying to, like, you know, break in or whatever, but I'm not going to, like, you know, add being accessory to a crime to that list. Alright, let's see. Close main door. We'll get that in a second. Let's go ahead and get everything barricaded first. Because if tonight's anything like today was or whatever, I'm going to be in for a fight here. One thing I'm also probably gonna do is I'm actually gonna go and like stop my other shelves. Maybe go and get that out of the way so I have to do it tomorrow. Before I do that, Rogues, take another quick break, and I'll be right back. Hey guys, back again. So let's go ahead and like see if I can work on stocking real quick. Like go and get like some of these things out of the way now that we actually got. I'll remove the planks first. All right, so let's see. Did anyone? Well, all right. Hopefully, like, you won't be complaining about you're out of spam, you're out of milk. Won't have to worry about that tomorrow. Cause I promise you this, we're gonna be stocked up. Got new shelves in. I guess like the fact that some of these shelves are like out, or still like out of order, like broken or where it does kind of like lend to the appeal of this place. I mean, I'm just trying to like get like some of this these boxes out of the way. All right, groceries. We're gonna do a little something here. Let me make sure if there's anything that they need where I'm gonna have it. Let's see. I'm trying to think like best way to kind of align this. All right, we'll do it like this. I'll make sure everything I can possibly hopefully have is. All right. All right, got a bit of a problem here. Trying to like get everything like more aligned. So we got like 3 shelves there, 3 shelves here. I guess put this back outside, fill this up with spaghetti. So that way no one will be bitching about anything like not being in stock. I'm gonna try to make sure if there's anything here that can be in stock, we'll have it. Fully stocked. This time. Let's see, it was yeah, sketty. They didn't go for like the flying spaghetti monster, like if they could have like actually done something with Eminem. I guess the flying spaghetti monster, like, definitely like makes more sense. It's more iconic. The whole mom spaghetti thing is like obvious, is definitely been memed. So at least doing this, I can hopefully just start the day off like, not having to restock anything tomorrow or whatever. Still gonna probably like another box or whatever. Like out here. Probably feels like I could just leave it the way it is. Because if someone buys up all this spaghetti tomorrow, then, you know... But we'll just kind of do this. Alright, so... Get some more whiskey. Because I don't want to hear anyone complaining about me not having something in stock. Alright, what else we need? Alright. The only thing I'm hating is that we don't really have a whole lot of like there for milk. Okay, chips are still fun. Well, I can definitely like stock on more chips. So yeah, 3 shells for nuts, 3 shells for chips. I hate I'm having to open up a whole nother box or whatever, but I'd rather like, you know, have like a little bit of excess stock out here or whatever than see, and I just literally open up that one bag knowing dang well, like box knowing I had one right here. Have them just like, you know, be coming in like, you know, complaining about something not being in stock or whatever. I'd rather like over prepare. All right. 3 shells of that, 3 shells of, you know, nuts. Yeah, it's gonna be another one. Well, yeah, it's gonna be another one where we're gonna have like another excess box out here. The one thing I'm concerned about is we have more stock tomorrow. What shit? That might be something I need to watch out for. Cause they have more stock. I might want to leave everything else the way it is right now. Just make sure at least we got enough of something. Because we may have more stock in tomorrow. If we don't have any place to put that, they're gonna be bitching about that. So I think I could probably like put some more pickles and some more Spam. There's plenty of Spam right there, but I'll get some more pickles and wait, do we have pickles? Oh, there we go. So I'll stock this, do a quick run. Well, then again, it's a Spam we don't have a lot of, but I really don't think that they're gonna like go through and buy all this, but they could. So I'll put the pickles back out here, and definitely kind of things are getting a little more tricky to kind of fix. That's what you call scale rogues. Because they kept on spamming me, like, you know, with all those like insults about like not having Spam. So I'd rather be like, you know, well, I could actually kind of sort this out. Yeah, I got an idea on how I could do this. We're gonna sort like everything into the proper Spam folder. Why you quit tossing it? Tossing your meat around. What's wrong with you? Yeah, I don't want to hear anyone complain about there not being Spam now, because we got plenty. The milk's gonna be a problem though. All right, there, much better. So what I could do is like wait until like see what's going on tomorrow, see what else is new, and then like still got plenty of pickles, light bulbs. There's plenty of those, plenty of toilet paper. They stormed the hell like through the. Apparently they got more cats than dogs. Well, they kind of like. This works out really well because now I can line this entire shelf here with milk. Because they were mouthing off about that left and right. So it's yeah, let's get some more milk. And then we'll look through the minced meat, make sure that's good to go, and then we'll get, you know, this night shift started. Yeah, definitely need to put some more meat in there. All right, complain about milk now. I don't want to hear it. All right, so now like the minced meat, and then we'll go ahead and If I stop dropping it. All right, everything's still stuck there. Just a few little spots here. We gotta, like, you know. All right. That should about do it, Rogues. Let's go and get this night shift started. I had a feeling if it's gonna go anything like the day did, we're gonna have a bit of some ruckus on our hands. Okay, I thought like right there for like at a glance, I thought that tree was like someone standing there. All right. Yeah, we definitely need like restock on hot dog buns. But like I said, I don't want to. Oh, there's a whole section here where I could put like meat. Let me do that real quick. Cause I've never actually really stocked that. Would you stop that? Yeah, let me like, you know, go ahead and like at least get this box taken care of, and then we can get started. Oh, still plenty over there, so. Okay, everything's locked now. Here we go. Checking something real quick. Hold on. All right. How much might I make? 11. Yeah, next thing I want to probably work on, it'll probably be getting the next generator. But let's get through the night first. Okay, well that's just on the nose. Make sure it's not like the Okay, you can just like stop walking mentally. Go away. I'm walking mentally up and down my, you know, my aisles. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. Okay. Well, they're making things like pretty. Uh-oh, hold on a second. Let me make sure that. Make sure, like, you know, Hans McGee. Yeah, this guy. Let me check out this guy walking around. I'll get that in nope! Going somewhere? Nope! Don't touch that door. I knew it was gonna be a little more hectic than that. He's really trying here. All right, let me see. Don't. Okay, register real quick. Shit. All right, anomalies are all gone at the moment. I'm pretty sure they're gonna come right back. I knew it. Didn't I just clean that up? Or something? Oh my god. What? Oh, look who it is! Oh, hey, Sheriff. You didn't expect to see you here at night. See you here at night. What the hell are you doing here? I'm not letting you in. Hang on. What the hell are you doing out here? Nothing serious. Serious, really. Just pass by. Stay here way too long at a friend's place. Walked in, out, and realized there's no way I'm making it home and it's cold. Can you let me in? What do I get out of this? I won't let stealing for this place ever again. Even if it goes against some of my beliefs, you have my word. Alright, get inside. No funny business. You stand right there. Seriously, I'm gonna be watching him when he leaves. We'll just like consider this divine intervention or something. Jesus. That's my boy right there. All right, hold on. I'm definitely gonna let him in. Everything seems fine with him. Hello, may I come in? I think I got lost and can't find my way home. All the times you come through here, you don't know how to get back to your house. I went out for mushrooms and didn't find any. However, I did find 3 very sturdy plants. I can give them to you if you let me in. Mushrooms in December. What? It's December already? I left home in September. That's bad, like really bad. If I've been gone this long, my family has surely been buried me by now. I mean, I know you, but don't try anything. There's another anomaly somewhere. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna clean this up and just... You better not have done that. Tonight's definitely seems like it's been a little bit longer. Oh. Yeah. What? So I keep on wondering if that's a dude or a chick, but apparently what I thought was hairs was just wrinkles. Hey, open the door. Someone's chasing me. Whatever. I'm hoping I didn't screw up right there because I didn't actually check the security camera. Probably should have. Alright, we're good. Honestly, that was a pretty long night, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I'm watching him, though. Making sure. Alright, what are my wages at right now? $21.75. Damn, we don't have quite enough for the next generator yet. Well, maybe after I shovel some stuff, we can get the new generator. That's where I screwed up before. All right. So that night wasn't that hard to manage. I'm going to get all my planks or whatever, and then... Yeah, that was actually not bad at all. Nowhere near like what I thought it was gonna be. I thought I was gonna get wrecked. I mean, the hand definitely like got a little bit more handsy, but all right. So let's see. I think it's automatic, but I can check it. Yeah, I think it is like automatic. I can kind of like just look right here real quick just to make sure. It says leave more tips. All right. So let me think about this. What do I need to do next? Shit, do I need to, like... See, I'm going to by the other generator. I mean, we should be good for another day. We got plenty of planks, so we don't... And plus, I got, like, some more, so I definitely need to buy those. So, yeah, what we'll do is we'll head on... Because I've got, like, an ad break in about 5 minutes, Rogue, so once I, like, shovel the snow, we'll, I'll be taking, like, the ad break, and then we'll get back to do the next shift. There shouldn't be, like, too much I'm gonna have to, like, stock or whatever. But I know we should have, like, new stock in, new stuff we can put in. Day 7. Why does everything look different here? What the hell? Well, so much for shoveling snow, I guess. What the fuck? I was able to tell, like, something that was going on, like, when I saw, like, how everything looked. Oh, boy. This is concerning. Very concerning. Huh? Is that Markiplier? I swear it looks like Markiplier. Like with long ass hair. Yeah, because oh my god, it's Markiplier. I think I see Jack there. Okay, I'm loving this. That's definitely Jack. And just random ass Foxy right there. Now that might be Queso. I mean, okay, I'm loving this. This is great. And then that maybe Corey Kenshin. Okay, that's funny as hell. I love this. Cause I was like, wait, that's gotta be Markiplier. I could just tell, cause. But that's all like, you know, Jack right there. And the thing is that like the ears like gave it away before anything else. Okay, that is wild. I don't really recognize too many of the others, but I'm pretty sure that's probably supposed to be Queso. I'm surprised Dashy's not on here. Okay, that's wild. I love that. Last shift. Well, the day has finally come. Your last shift under our contracts. How's the mood? Ready to work a bit more? Yes, I'm ready to work my final day. Glad to hear that. Not everyone keeps a positive attitude until the very last day. Says a lot about your professionalism. I wouldn't say that. I should also note that you didn't run away or abandon your duties, despite having both the opportunity and the temptation to do so. Those are special praise. But back in the important part. With your final night underway, your performance will be formally reviewed. The result will be based on everything you've done so far. What should I expect tonight? Nothing you haven't handled before. Stick to the rules and follow the page. That's all that's required. That's all for now. Let's not waste any time. Open the door and don't keep our customers waiting. Tomorrow you'll see everything for yourself. I'm concerned that he said it's gotta be like the same as everything else, because that kind of sounds like he's got something planned. So this is like the last shit. That means like we'll basically have like 7 days per run. But it also may be like this. It might mean like this might be something like as far as going for the other innings. I might like do that later because I actually expected to like be like another couple streams for this. So if this is like the last like shift for this tonight for this playthrough, then tomorrow I'll just focus on Lone Shark. So I'm kind of okay with that because it means like tomorrow I won't be having to worry about like doing 2 streams or whatever. Like trying to be do all that. I don't mind doing 2 streams. I just want to make sure I don't do it too much like I've done before, especially during October when I was like really like laying in like doing multiple streams a day. But anyways, guys, we'll go and see if there's anything. So here's new stock and storage. We'll see what we got going on here. Get everything stocked up, and then we'll get this. Crap, this guy. Can you feel it? The day has only just begun. This guy's already drenched in blood. Today is the day. And here you are again, rushing around, fussing. Tonight we'll crawl into your little hole, cower there in fear all the way until dawn. I had to protect this place from you. Have to? Is that what the voice on the phone told you? And you still believe it? What a disappointment. Your boss is whispering in your ear, last shift, performance review, as if that was just a routine check. They move you like a piece on a board. It's all just their game, a game they never tell you about. But now it's your move. You can keep playing by the rules or help me and we'll smash this game to pieces. No, I'm not going to help you. Well then, fight for them in the very end, but you will be the first one knocked off the board. Tomorrow we'll all see who really wins this game. That makes me wonder if like he was the one making all that noise before. Let's see what we got for new stock. Beer, bread, hot dog. Yeah, the hot dog stuff again. We already had that. Cereal, pasta, cafe toilet paper, cleaning agent. That's probably like cleaning agent. It's probably like the only new thing they got, maybe. Well, there's something else new. Mincemeat and sea fish. We found Nemo, rogues. We found Nemo. And everyone else is going to find him like once we get back from the ad break. See you guys in 3 minutes. All right, guys, we're back. And as I said during the break, before the break, we found Nemo. So I don't know how I feel about this because this one actually kind of got dark. But yeah, we're on like the last day, I guess, like for this playthrough. And so apparently like we didn't just find Nemo, like someone also found like a cloning facility for him. So the problem we got here is that we got like all this out here and only like a little bit of Nemo. So well, no, we had like this right here. So yeah, this works. So what we're gonna do though, try like see if I can kind of like work with this a little bit here, because these shelves are all stocked. Oh, so pretty much. So what we'll do is we'll make sure we got like a whole like shelf here, like just of like the seafood. Seriously, I mean that's just terrible. That was that's so wrong. It kind of makes me think of like, Bart, like, Virtual Bart, like it's one Simpsons game from the Super Nintendo and everything where, all right, Nika. And also good luck with that tomorrow. Just make sure you tell me how it goes and everything, and I hope everything, goes through smoothly. Yeah, for those who don't know, Steph, she's got like a surgery, coming up tomorrow and everything. So you guys definitely like, wish her well on it. I know it's definitely got to be nerve-wracking and everything, so I'm pretty sure, she could appreciate the kind words and everything, so yeah. But anyways, like I said, the whole thing with, like, the Nemo right there made me think of Virtual Bart, because there's one, thing you can do, like, basically the whole point of Virtual Bart is that, Bart, goes, I think, to, like, a science fair or a convention or whatever, or the thing at school or whatever, but there's, like, either way, there's, like, a virtual reality thing he straps into, and it puts him in all these different simulations, and one of them is where he's a pig in a, processing factory, or processing plant. And so if you die during it, it'll show like a cutscene of Homer going through like a box of corn dogs, and he'll eat each of them, and then like one of them will come up with like with Bart's like head and hairstyle and everything, like trademark spiky hair. And then Homer will just like do his like trademark scream, and then afterwards like it'll be like a little hesitation, then he eats it and then keeps on going through the box. So yeah, kind of made me think of that a little bit with the whole Nemo thing right there. All right, so did I already I don't think I filled the shelf, did I? Because I was going to get like a little bit of more seafood on it. Or sea fish. As bad as it sounds though, this game's kind of making me a little bit hungry. So I'm definitely going to like, make dinner after the stream. Because I do like also want to like get something made because I'm going to be going to the gym for another late night session. Pretty much, considering like, I went like 2 a.m. previously, and it's kind of like ones I just want to go and get it out of the way. But this time I'm going to be properly rested, because last night when I went to the gym, or this morning, I went in after 2 back-to-back streams with Castlevania and Crime Scene Cleaner last night. The Crime Scene Cleaner was more lax. Now I went to the gym afterwards, but this time I'm going in properly rested, because I just woke up like probably about an hour or so before the stream, or been around an hour and a half before it. So I'm going to be going in rested. And since I'm only going to be doing like 1 stream tomorrow, and compared to me like doing 2. Alright, so let's see. We can definitely go ahead and stock back up on like the dog and cat food. I mean, it's the last shift. I don't think they're going to go through all of it, but you never know. I might get absolutely swamped on this one. I'm going to make sure I'm ready. Alright, so we got like a whole nother shelf here or whatever, so yeah, see, that's where I goofed up. 1, 2, ooh. Try to keep things organized here, so you don't stop doing that. What are you doing? Alright, so yeah, 3 for dog food, 3 for cat food. Right. But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna have for dinner. One thing I have been eating, and some of y'all might think is like a weird choice. As far as like food is concerned, one thing I have been kind of eating, like for my gym stuff. It was mainly been a breakfast thing, but I'm kind of craving it tonight. Is I pretty much been like scrambling eggs and like mixing it with like some like the Asian like the sticky rice. Because, like, it's basically a particular, like, type of rice that I get from the store. It's already, like, pre-packaged and pretty much in a way, like, pre-cooked. You just gotta, like, warm it back up. So I pretty much am mixing that with eggs and a little bit of bacon and a little bit of ketchup on top. I know, might be blasphemy to some. But, because I actually, apparently it actually is, like, something that, that they do in Japan and whatever, and, like, in Asian culture or Asian countries where pretty much they use, like, that for leftovers. Like, use leftovers like that. So, but sometimes it actually has been like really good. Yeah, well, the ketchup, I kind of, like I said, don't at me on it. It's like I don't like put like I don't drench it in ketchup, or I just like put like a little like bit of it on top or whatever, just kind of give it like a little bit more flavor. I might actually try it with soy sauce. So I probably should be going through and like just seeing like, well, we know that's not gonna have anything. We don't want to complain about milk because they like to do that a lot.
Ain't got no milk.
But, see, this is what pisses me off, Rogues. They were complaining so much about the milk, and last shift, they didn't even touch it. Or was it last shift or whatever, and I stocked it since then? I can't remember. So much has gone on. Were they complaining about last shift, or... I think they were complaining about last shift, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and stock it up so they'll shut up. Okay, yeah, they haven't come back through yet. That's right. I stopped last night. I swear I thought, like, I stocked up and they ain't touched any of it.
Like, you're out of Spam. You're out of milk.
Alright, I think it's... Alright, batteries. If it's not a Child's Play reference, please be a Child's Play reference. You gotta be... What the hell? Okay, y'all can just kind of get a room, thank you. If it's not... Wall Rider. I think Wall Rider, and I think Outlast. Juice. We had juice? They won't die before you, Garrett. See, I think Wall Rider, I think Outlast. It's Outlast, because I forgot the camera. Those damn batteries that you constantly had to, like, It's an Outlast reference. I was, wait a minute, Wall Rider. I was like, that's Outlast. I was like, wait, hold on a second. And I thought about, you're using a freaking camera throughout the entirety of Outlast, where it's at. It makes perfect freaking sense. All right, we're gonna go ahead and, like, just switch around this. Put the, put that over there, so then we can have, like, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, kind of doing like a rule of threes here with everything. Yeah, it took me a second to think Wall Rider. I was like, cause I remember the Wall Rider from Outlast. Like, wait, what's that got to do with anything? And then I forgot, like, literally the freaking camera. I'm gonna have my way. They're not gonna, like, complain about anything being out of stock this time. Just what gets me is, like, I was pretty much about ready, and then it came in, like, just full on, like, with so much stuff that needs to be restocked. There's so many new things. Honestly, there's part of me... Yeah. Part of me is considering just having the box right here, so as soon as they run out... But I'm also trying to be professional. They'll probably we tried to complain about that too. Cereal. How are we on cereal? Cereal stocked. I think I stopped because I stopped like a lot of this last night because I think I was like saying I don't want to I want to. It's when I think it is. If it's the moment I'm thinking you're talking about. Cleaning agent. Drain purge. What's the reference here? Because I've thought about something with like this. Bates Urban Legend. So I guess the Psycho reference. Don't at me. I haven't seen Psycho. Or it might be a Bates Hotel thing. Trying to see. I should have thought about it. Devs, you're clever for that one. You're clever. It took me a second to think about it. I was thinking like Norman Bates killing someone with drain cleaner or whatever, but I forgot. Hey, let's not forget the most iconic scene from Psycho took place in a shower, and there was the close-up shot of the blood going down the. See, they're making me overthink this stuff. But that one, hands down, is probably, that one was dark, but hilarious at the same time. I should have actually, known that one. All right. Simple solution to this. We can move this around. Let me see if I'm right. Okay. So I have one right there, one right here. Trying to see the best way to do this. Okay, so I have one right here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, I got it. Okay, all right, yes, didn't do this. One thing about this game, whatever, at least it's kind of like, like a lot of, like, steadily, like, showing people, like, how much I love horror or whatever, like, some of the references, like, kind of caught me off guard. All right, so we got, like, that stocked. Get everything out of this in this box. Fill that one shelf as much as we can. Take this one outside. And fill that with drain cleaner. All right, there's that. I'm just making sure everything's fully stocked, because who knows what's going to happen. I got so many boxes, though. I know I'm probably, like, being very, like, I'm over-preparing, but, Stock up on beer. Was this something else new? Like, yeah, hold on. Did you say there was juice? So, yep, there is. There's juice. Okay. It's orange juice. Why am I feeling like I want to see what this is? The problem is, see, they pull this shit on me, and then, like, I don't really have, like, crap. This is a problem. I don't have any places for it. Bullshit, boy. Okay, Alright, let's think about this. I got an idea, I think. So we're going to try to work with this the best we can, Rogues. I definitely want to make sure we got, like... So this was the one that really snuck up on me, because, like, a lot of this stuff was already stocked anyway. So what we could do... Half and half on that one. I mean, it's... Basically, it's like, it's pretty much, the two, like... Insect juice. Why is that? Okay, this one's over my head. Motherfucker like came out of Hollow Knight. Oh, that might be the reference. I don't know. Order orange. That one is one that it looks like it came out of Hollow Knight. It might have been Hollow Knight, but that one I'll say I'm lost on. I don't know exactly what that one is. Okay, it's kind of like just go through. All right, we got, well, kind of want to feel like I should just go and just put some soda here, but it's frustrating. You got all this soda no one's really bought. Bakery, might as well go and stock. Yeah, we definitely need to get this stocked up, and also the beer. So yeah, get some beer. stock up the bread, then we should be about ready. It kind of makes me want, like, that's one thing that kind of caught me off guard. We didn't have like pizza, like frozen pizza that it could have done like a Five Nights at Freddy's reference with. Here's the issue we got with this though. There's way too much beer. But I want to try to like do my whole rule of. Fortunately, I wasn't able to actually. Oh boy. I would like to kind of get rid of like that little bit of beer right there, and well, we'll just do whiskey right here. Because really, I kind of actually have a way we can do this too. So we kind of like put like the whiskey here. Should hopefully let us like empty the box. Put that in there. In there. All right, so there's that. And then we can just. Now it means we're gonna have like a whole nother shelf of like just of whiskey, or like our base of the box. Like, jeez. I hate like I've got like all these boxes outside. Probably, I mean, I'm pretty sure we're not going to run out. I mean, we'll just, just put all this excess back over here. Focus on the bread. And this is the last shift. I don't think they're going to, like, they're going to, like, completely, run through my entire store or whatever. They're not going to, like, take my entire stock up or whatever. All right, so we got the orange juice, we got this, a little whiskey there. But the hot dog buns and the bread, we're gonna fill that up, or get what we can of it. I don't think I really. I mean, I know I fully stocked some of it, but just gonna like tired of like having like more and more boxes out there. They ain't got stuff that's got too much in it. Hot dogs. All right. Should be able to hopefully like kind of like yeah. Not gonna probably get the rows entirely filled up, but that's enough. I think we're mostly good. Let me check the chips over here. Yeah, because I think I restocked all that. A little bit, don't like have a little bit, like not fully stocked on nuts or where, but it's gonna be enough. Make sure. All right, let me see. That's good. That's good. This right here. That's right. I was gonna put more drain cleaner, and then we can get started on like wrapping this up. I wonder this game, because there's like so many games out there, like there's different games that like they have like endless modes and everything for stuff like this. So I wonder if there actually could be an endless mode you can do with this. Is that? And mainly it's trying to like I'm looking at like the main things I probably really need to work on, like getting fully stocked. It's gonna be the new products because that's what they go for. Okay, that's that. And I think we're pretty much good to go. Yeah, I did like want to stock up one more shelf of the batteries. Because the main thing I'm thinking about is that it says it's the last day of my shift, but there could be something else that happens. I just know that we pretty much, are we don't like have any more, more upgrades to get. But that's the main thing I'm kind of thinking about. There's not really many more upgrades to get. There are still like a few we can get. Unless it's like it's a new game plus thing that where, when you go to like the next thing you can afford more. Because, see, look at this right here. I got 21. So that's not, I guess like maybe it's like the tips like roll over after my shift is over. Shift is over. No, that's right. I think it was at 21 before. We didn't have quite enough for the new generator. Because there's still like, total like 1, 2, 3 more upgrades for us to get. So unless there's going to be more to this game, It's like, we pretty much, are at like a place where, there's 3 more upgrades, unless you can actually carry upgrades over into like another playthrough. And like each playthrough gets distinctly harder. Like, I don't know. I was wondering if it could be like they might like have like a new game plus, wherever new game plus like it's harder, but I don't know if they actually went that far ahead with this. Okay. Just want to go and get that back up. That point. All right, so we're finally ready to start the shift, rogues. Let me take this back outside. I don't think they're gonna penalize if you're having like boxes laying around, but we're trying to look professional here. So that he just like chucks like that box out there. All right, so let's see. Okay, here we go. I really think like the whole HELLMART thing is like literally this is like some form of hell for people. And like in that bus is like basically like ferrying people like through hell or like through the underworld. And this is like, literally like I've made the jokes about retail hell and this is literally an actual hell. Like there's so people there like, we saw like someone walking in with their head completely like snapped around. One with no face. Again, it takes like a special type of skill to be able to like just walk in the door or whatever and just like your presence like cause a window to get like mucked up. Okay, might want to turn this off. I mean, we're all in Hellaware. I mean, it's not like you ain't already smoking anyway, so. That was. Hang on. Damn it. Trying to do 50 cent. There we go. As soon as I can. I'm gonna try like see and get a little bit of cleaning out of the way before, like after this dude. Damn it, where? Ugh, shoot. I'll look for it afterwards. Let me go in. $0.80, 50. Where's that dirty? Where's the dirt spot? Unless it's all the way back here somewhere. Fudging heck. I'm not seeing it anywhere. Oh, there it is. That's weird. I didn't see it at first. It might have just been... Unless that wasn't the actual right one. Oh, you're back again. Probably just wants cigarettes again. I'm trying to find like this one spot here that needs to be clean, but it's not working out. Let me turn this around and see if I can see like a little bit of glare on it. Yes. Oh, what the seriously? Yeah, that's supposed to be night shift, thank you very much. You're here again. Well, yeah, I'll be working here for a while. For how long? A few days, I guess. Good. Pack of cigarettes. Same as last time. What in the hell? I'm still like the no... excuse me, buddy. Leave. Go away. I was wondering what the hell was going on. I was like, what? Dude, look, I ain't caffeinated enough for this shit, okay? It's still, like, early. Huh? It literally was a flying spaghetti monster right there. There you go. Okay, get these guys out of the way and then... Oh, do not tell me that's that old... We know how this works. Not... God damn. Ma'am, you're disturbing the customers. Like I say, oh my god. $50. Oh, for the love of... Yeah, I know. Leave. Take a bath while you're at it, my lady. Now, hold on a sec, dude. Let me get this real quick. What? Really? Okay, now we're going Alfred Hitchcock up in here. Freaking bird. Trying to clean the window. A freaking bird's gonna just kamikaze into it. Let me get you on out of here so I can fit. Okay, I see you found Nemo. All right, take care, Bruce. Jesus. Yeah, that's definitely pee. Sir? I just finished cleaning right there in that exact spot. I'm gonna kindly ask you to get the fudge on out. And you ain't wearing no clothes. Alcohol, where you get some alcohol? Maybe a glass of water or some fresh air? No, water will finish me off. I just need a little shot to keep me up. How about a right hook? You better go home and sleep it off. So no booze, not even a tiny... No. Too bad, I'll go look for it somewhere else then. That's the point. You disgusting bitch. Oh, sir, leave. Get out of here. Shoot, go away. Go, going. Seriously, go make some yellow snow, but just not on my damn floor. Jeez. I'm trying to keep this place clean or whatever. It's like the game instinctively knew I was trying to clean everything up, and then you got friggin' like, you know, him coming in. That's what I'm saying. He was just had on a freaking coat. I don't think that guy was like too concerned about like how he was dressed. All right, we made quota. Hang on. Give me 1 second, sir. Everything looks... Because then we get some cleaning done real quick. The fact that I'm like, I cleaned up after that dude, told him to leave, and he won't go and do it again like right afterwards. That was not fair. And very unhygienic. I know this place like doesn't really look the best. I'm probably gonna get like a -10 on the health inspection. If I'm that lucky or whatever, but good grief. It might be like, you know, getting close to closing the shift up. There's like, it seems like it's slowing down. There's one more person coming in. Yeah, but... We got one more. That one person did come in, didn't they? I noticed there was like another person that was... Maybe they didn't come in. Maybe it was someone that was leaving. Before we do that, y'all know my rule about this. Okay. Yeah, they definitely bought into the orange juice or whatever. Alright, so at least we made it through. I'm still curious about the fact, unless like... So I got 36, but still not gonna be enough to buy all the upgrades. I kind of feel like I need to get this. Those advanced locks, doors unlock automatically in the morning. I'm gonna get this. Probably gonna need it tonight. I would have loved to get like a better generator, but this is last night. Now we're gonna really need it anyway. And I've been making do with like what I've been doing with the generator, but this is gonna be necessary. Very spiffy. All right, so we got ourselves like a better lock, like the top doors, like the top locks we can get. So really, the only other things there are to get now is just like the 2 generators. But again, like, you know, unless they got it set up where like this pretty much, you know, it's designed to where you just, you know, what you want to focus on for the playthrough. Like if you're good at running the generator, you can do that. I mean, if you're good at like keeping the generator maintained, you don't have to do that. You can focus on the doors. But if you want like a challenge of not having the doors fully upgraded, you can do that too. Okay. I think the main point of the plank is like, you know, that one thing is trying to pull the planks away. So they basically whatever could try to come from outside can get in. But I've been pretty good about like maintaining the planks, but tonight could change. All right, are we good to go now? Well, don't think we're gonna have to worry about stocking rogues. Let's do this. All right, bring it on. I have a feeling tonight's gonna probably be tough. Destroy monster's heart. Oh. Prevent monster invasion. Fine. Nope. Yeah, just so you guys know, I'm a very attentive cashier. But also very attentive when it comes to dishing out ass whoopings. Going somewhere? And that's stocked up, don't you think? Oh, you ass! No, you don't! That doesn't sound good. Let a monster in the store? Oh! Well, things were going good. That got way too... Alright, so here's the problem here, Rogues. What I'm seeing is that we got like, you know, we can put multiple things on the doors. I wasn't able to do that previously. I learned my lesson this time. That's like, it wouldn't let me put 3 on before. Unless I wasn't paying attention. Alright. Let's try that again. Yeah, I'm trying to... Nope. Get out of it. Really? Oh, shit. No, you don't. Got it. That was as bad as I thought it was going to be or whatever. It's just, it was definitely a bit overwhelming. Just had to like really stay on point with it. The main thing that kind of cost me before is I didn't realize I could just like, I could do like 3 boards. That's what cost me before. I didn't realize I actually could do 3. That's how the monster really got in. I mean, that one came close. If I don't know if the lock would have stopped, it's also might have been everything too. The lock, I actually might have the door unlocked by accident. No, I said like the doors didn't unlock in the morning. But I don't know. I mean, if you're like increasing the security on the door or whatever, you know, would have meant like it would take us longer to get in. Go to bed. Well, go to bed. How do you go to bed after that? All right. But at least that really wasn't that difficult. Just had like, you know, really just make sure I stayed on my toes. Oh, stay on my toes with it. But it was definitely like a lot of like, you know, managing things there. But the main thing I kind of like, you know, took to heart, like took the minds, like knowing they probably weren't gonna like throw like a lot of like anomalies I really need to clean up or whatever. It's just like that one that kept popping in. I just wonder about that one guy's warning, though. Day 8. So we are continuing, it looks like. Anyone obtain HELLMART key? Oh, so we did finish. I wonder if that was the good end. Oh. What the hell y'all clapping for? I don't want to be the freaking manager of this place. HELLMART. Oh. I'm not... Oh, well, at least he got some pants on this time. That's the main, like, thing here. You know, regardless of the biggest one is he actually has pants on. I'm not falling for this. No, y'all trying to freaking trick me. So what, were all y'all secret shoppers or some shit? Like, y'all were all trying to test me? Right, like, you followed all the rules and managed to protect the store. Your shit as a HELLMART employee is over. Is HELLMART one of a kind? That monster, who was it? Someone who failed, someone who broke the rules, and HELLMART mistakes don't get you fired, not in the usual sense. What happened to the previous manager? They're fine. They proved they could not only keep the store running, but also raise a worthy successor. So they were what is this, Willy Wonka in the freaking chocolate factory here? All this was a test? I followed the rules? I'm basically Charlie here? All this was basically for me to be a success? I'm not falling for this shit. Something's gonna happen. I mean, I'm really thinking that I don't know if this actually is a good ending or not. That's the thing. I was like trying to play things like, you know, properly throughout and everything. So maybe like, you know, me like not giving her the right change or everything, me actually trying to be like a good employee was actually, maybe I actually did get the good path here. They're fine. They proved they can not only keep the store running, but also raise a worthy successor. They were promoted as well. What am I supposed to do now? Now it's up to you. The rules remain, but how the store operates is up to you. Staff, order, priorities is all your responsibility now. Once again, congratulations, manager. You earned it, so I did get the manager. Well, Rogues, I'm officially upgraded from the manager, so if I ever play this again, I might be in a student tie. Not really. I'm just don't know if I actually should trust this. This is being way too upbeat. While I was watching you, I wasn't sure you would make it, but you did. Now I'll be on your side. Yeah, you were watching me all right. Now I'll be on your side. You know what, Sheriff? I was rooting for you. You actually bought order this dump and showed those capitalist pigs who's in charge. Thank you, sweetheart. You wiped that smile right off his face. Now I can finally rest easy. Yeah, you were talking about killing me, lady. I prayed for you all this time, and the Lord heard my prayers. So this victory is my doing. I mean, the Lord's doing. No, it's not. You're not the one who was in there, like, fighting for his life with an axe. All right, Farquaad. Still keeping that coin? This is where it led. Keep it close. I like how some of them are trying to, like, take credit for the fact I was in there fighting for my life. Is that the Karen? Fine. You did it better than the others. I'll give you that. But it doesn't change the thing. This store is still shutting down. Well, no, of course, not everyone can be happy for you, Rogues. Why the hell do you have the key? So, the freaking drunk nudist had the key? Rogues, I'm not trusting this. I'm sorry. It's too upbeat. I guess that was it. All right, so I guess that was the good ending, which I'm not complaining about if I did. I guess it's mainly because I was going there trying to be a good little boy, you know, throughout the entire thing. I mean, because that's the thing. The way I look at it is that everyone wants cigarettes. I gave him cigarettes. I try to be a good employee and everything. And it's just, I think, like the whole thing with the Karen, I thought that was actually where I was going to get penalized because the whole thing's like, okay, the customer's always right. And I was supposed to give her the correct change back and everything. But the main thing was that I went there and stood my ground against all this. The Karen was trying to, you know, cheat me. I was like, yeah, I think I know what I did. And I thought, like, you know, some of the stuff that was going to probably penalize me was like not having stuff stocked and getting like correct, like the change wrong and things like that. But also at the same time, you know, that's things that are going to happen at a store anyway, you know, realistically, you know, there may be times where you don't actually get like the right change back to the customer. I know I definitely wouldn't because like IRL, I suck at math or whatever. So there's the thing. That's one thing. We'll go to the main menu now. See if there's anything else. So yeah, I guess that was the first ending. So yeah, I mean, honestly, at this point, I'm thinking like next time I play this, maybe possibly, you know, coming up in October, and maybe like see if we can get like the dev like times and maybe like put some more stuff in there. I know sometimes with games like this, they'll add more anomalies, they'll add more like, you know, scares and everything, add more content to it. So I may actually just wait until October because I would like to play through more of this. It's a relatively short game. But the thing about it is I also was expecting to get like what I guess was the good ending right there. I'm thinking the way they might go about this because the devs themselves said this game is designed to be replayed. So I know there's gonna be a bad ending. I'm thinking there might be like another neutral ending. And I'm thinking it could be a possibility that for the neutral ending, it's like if, you know, I know like some of the stuff, some of the choices, you had like a little neutral thing you could do. So I know the other one's gonna be if I'm just in there, I'm just like a, you know, just like a straight up, you know, jerk to everyone. And it would be interesting to see how that one goes. So I guess it's kind of like one of those things. It's kind of like an alignment thing. Like, you know, I went in there and I was trying to be friendly, try to be good to everyone, and it ended up like, you know, pretty much having me save the store and basically, you know, bring peace to everyone. You know, pretty much, you know, peace on earth, blah blah this, blah blah that. We basically made it in HELLMART. But if I actually took the bad path, it probably would have actually stayed as HELLMART. And the middle one, don't know what that would have happened there. So I would like to go back through and maybe try to go for the other endings. But for now, I'm basically saying that my playthrough of this is complete. I would like to go back to it, maybe play it again in the future. And I'm going to get, like I said, see if the devs are going to do anything more with the game. But also, you know, this is, of course, like something for, like, you know, I'm going to do this that way. Any of you who may want to go and play this for yourselves, maybe you actually want to watch my playthrough. And maybe you actually want to go and try to do the other endings for yourself, see which one I got, and then go try to get the other endings. You can do that. But I will probably play this again, maybe like coming up in October. So that's like, of course, several months from now. But I really just kind of feel like my playthrough of this is complete for at the moment. I honestly thought it was gonna take me like another couple streams to do this. I thought I was gonna like be playing it again tomorrow. But now that I've beaten it at least once, which only took me like a couple of streams to do. Tomorrow I'm gonna focus entirely on Loan Shark, and then of course there's gonna be the weekend of multiplayer stuff. But this is like such a fun game. It didn't really scare me too much. I mean, there was like 1 or 2 times it actually did spook me during this stream, so I probably should have like put the scare counter up, which I'll go ahead and. There was, I think, at least one time I think I actually did get spooked, like when one of them turned around and jumped me, but then afterwards I saw it coming each time afterwards. So we'll go and like just give like the scare counter 1, check that up by 1 at least. So yeah, it wasn't really a terrifying game, and it definitely did kind of like seem like it left like a few things like there that like were like in regards like I'm wondering there actually might be a possibility to go and check and see what's in the trap door and everything, because they were talking about lore or whatever, how like I think some kid went down in there or something. But this was still a very solid game. I highly enjoyed it. After playing the demo, I was really excited about like continuing it, and it definitely like lived up to expectations. I really did like this game, and I want us to hopefully see like the dev do more stuff with this. Like I think it would be pretty cool, like they were talking about a shopping mall. I actually would like to see the devs do some kind of game with a shopping mall if that doesn't have to do with any of the endings. But either way, I mean, God forbid, like we actually got like a game like this where it was like a fast food restaurant or something. But it was a really fun game. I highly enjoyed it. We got like the good ending here. I mean, I don't know if there's actually a better ending, but that didn't really seem like it can get like much better than that. I mean, we basically purged like these monsters. We took over like the store as the manager, and pretty much I mean, I thought it was gonna be like a bait and switch there. Like they were making it seem like everything was all upbeat, and then like only for me to go into the store and then like realize I'm just trapped in this personal hell, like this retail hell still. And then all that was just like tricking me, like saying it's like, oh, you thought you won? No, there's no winning this. There's no getting out of this. But I think it's just mainly because I went in, I did like every decision, I guess, like the major decisions I was supposed to. I think I let the right people in, didn't let anyone wrong in. Even after that guy tried to shoplift, I still let him in, gave him another chance and everything. I appreciate you, Cody. But nonetheless, so in the end, what pretty much, came from this was, I think like a lot of it was because like with the Karen, I didn't bite when she was trying to get me like the short changer, or like she was trying to get me like, give her like the right change. I was like a proper employee there. I was like saying, sorry, ma'am, but like I, very much, because there was probably would have been like, some other scenarios. I'd probably been like, just give her the money or something. But I knew like how much I actually gave her. So I don't know if that actually was something that really impacted the ending. But between that and then of course the whole thing with the shoplifter, he basically tried to pay me. He tried to bribe me. I was like, sorry, I'm not taking the bribe. All of it goes back to the register. So I definitely like, did that like I was supposed to, I'm sure. And the whole thing with the person coming by asking for handouts, I wasn't giving him money, which I couldn't do that anyway because I didn't actually have the money to give him. I don't know if it's actually a possibility to even give him the $666 or whatever, because I don't know. It's just the way this game's set up is that it's really, you're not really going to make like a lot of money each day and everything. So, and I really do feel like that maybe it's that, you don't it's not possible to actually get all the upgrades. I mean, maybe if I go back in, I'd be able to kind of go in there and maybe like, go in with the upgrades I already have and then get the rest of them. I mean, I'm actually going to like push play real quick, just see what happens. So yeah, it's basically still like the same thing right here. Now I don't want to delete it. So yeah, but it just definitely kind of felt like, if you going in there and it's like, of course it was like heavy to depend on what choice you made. And I don't think it really like, was focused on like the mistakes. Like I was trying to keep the place clean. 'Cause I think like a lot of it was kind of like also the whole thing of like, customers coming in complaining, and basically when they were complaining about the smell or complaining about something not being stock or whatever, that was also chances to test you. So if like you were rude to them like about that, that was the whole thing too. But I think like realistically, if someone wanted to go for the worst ending, they just like try to make sure stuff's out of stock. They don't keep things clean. They try to make like, the wrong decisions with each customer or whatever. So I kind of feel like it's pretty much how that work is that, they have like so many things there you could do right or wrong. And then maybe I got like a little bit lucky with some of it. But if that was the best ending, I'm really happy about that. But I really do think there's probably going to be like also like a more middle ground ending. And there's going to probably like be like the, the bad ending. I mean, for all I know, it could even be like a thing like one of the endings could extend things out. And I might not even actually got the best ending. But it just seemed like that was like a very finite thing and a very like optimistic route they took, where I pretty much, killed the monster, made this like, this place like, it's kind of like in a sense, I guess, like the last person who was there wasn't a good person, but I pretty much, came in there and I was like, good, was friendly and everything, broke the curse that was on them. And if I would have like, probably like, took the same path, I guess like the other person, if I actually would have done the bad choices, I'm thinking the ending would have probably been, I would have ended up like being, I would have probably, I guess it's like, the previous person was like, was rude to the customers or something. And so with me, it pretty much, I kind of like broke the curse. Otherwise, it probably would have been repeating the cycle if I would have got the bad ending. You don't know exactly what the bad ending would have been. But point is, I guess like we got what was probably the good one. I'm going to at least like look at this real quick without spoilers and see exactly, because there's this right here. So yeah, ending 2, enter new cycle. That's the bad thing about it. It says like it's been 3 days, hours in the store with no deaths and checkpoints. I wonder if that just means you just kind of like just sit there. If a customer that changed using lots of coins, I probably could have done that because I'm seeing like some changes. A customer died in the store, which I didn't. Ending 3, become a monster. So I guess like that's basically what I was saying. Ending 3, you probably end up like, yeah. So I guess like it's like Groundhog Day because it's not really saying much here or whatever, but it's just saying like the title of it. So I guess I did get the actual good ending because Groundhog Day, enter a new cycle, kind of just seems like it's just like a neutral, like nihilist style ending where nothing really good or bad, it just continues. And for all I know, that actually might be how we unlock the other upgrades. We know like a thing where we're just like, gonna continue to just like play the game endlessly. That could be how that goes. Like we basically just wake up, do another day, continues. And then it says like Judgment Night, become a monster. So I was guessing that's probably like how that was gonna go. And it shows right here, so basically looking at the percentage, 6.2 percent of players had the Judgment Night. So 6.2 got the bad ending. 33.8 got the Groundhog Day one. 16.6 got the Keys to the Kingdom. So I pretty much got like out of the 3 endings, I got the one that's kind of like in the middle ground as far as like how many players have actually got it. So the most have gotten like the neutral ending, I guess. At least it got the bad ending, which makes me wonder if like the bad ending's hard to get. And like, the most of like, middle ground's like the Keys to the Kingdom. But really, I think, like I said, like probably for the bad ending, you just gotta be a complete ass about everything. Like, don't clean the store, be rude to the customers, shortchange them. I feel like that's probably like, if you don't get a bad ending after all of that, I mean, I think it's just mainly just gotta go in there and just be like, like basically make sure that place like is gonna get like an absolute 0 or less on the health inspection. Be a complete jerk to the customers, shortchange them, make sure they don't get the right change at all. Choose like probably like the most rude options you can. I'm probably gonna like maybe do that on the net, like when I do another playthrough of this. I'm just gonna probably just do like take like the whole rude route. Like honestly, it's kind of funny because I wore this name tag tonight. I basically wrote Slim Shady on this, and that would have been like perfect for like the rude playthrough. Because I actually did like have like another name that probably would have been fitting more for this one, considering I haven't watched the movie in a long time. Can't remember actually ever finished it. The other name tag I was considering, I was actually gonna pull an Inigo Montoya. Y'all know he was basically like a hero, and like basically one of the heroic characters in The Princess Bride. Who was basically on the quest, like, to avenge his father and everything. I was actually considering doing that when I wasn't perfect for this because he wasn't necessarily a bad guy. But we know that Slim Shady, Eminem's alternate persona, the whole point of him is him being a complete ass. So that would have been perfect for like me doing like a bad guy playthrough, like a bad ending playthrough. But either way, I had a lot of fun with the game. It was so much, this was an absolute blast to play. I highly suggest you guys pick it up. I mean, obviously, again, there's like 3 endings. So it's one of those choices matter things. You can kind of go and just like do a different route than I did if you want to try to go for the other endings. But it kind of like definitely kind of gives like an idea. I mean, I may be wrong, but again, ending 2, like I said, Groundhog Day just kind of seems like it's just going to be kind of like a repeat thing. Like you're going to be continuing like to live your little purgatory or your little retail hell over and over again. It's just the cycle is going to continue. While, the whole thing with like, become the monster may be that we end up becoming like one of the very things that was trying to kill us previously. So that kind of like just gives like more lore to it than what it actually might have been chased us previously was trying to kill us was whoever it was that was running the store before. And they didn't get promoted or anything. They ended up becoming a monster and they were trying to like, kill us and everything. So still like a solid game, really enjoyed it. And with that, we're gonna go. Since I pretty much played through this, we're gonna go and like try to like rate someone else, see if we can find someone else playing this or see like who's live, and throw a raid their way. Also, one thing I'm gonna kind of do real quick. Let me see here. We're going to so I'm pretty sure like what I just saw like in the thing right there was probably a bit of self promo. Yeah, it literally says right here, account created 13 minutes ago. Really? Yeah, sorry guys. That one thing that came out on Twitch, so my network's lagging now, but I love your content and my crew, and I will join your next stream. Nah, I'm just gonna go ahead and like purge that. Like I didn't say anything at first. I basically was like just trying to do my outro and just kind of like trying to be cool about it. But yeah, I just saw that. It literally like less than a day. That's a and like talking about like me and my crew will join your next stream and everything. Yeah, sorry about that, Rogues. I'm gonna go ahead and like all right, that's takes care of that. Yeah, I should have went on and did it, but I was trying to do the outro as well. But I want to go there because I definitely sounded sus. They definitely kind of felt like some self promo going on there as well. Don't know if that was that or just a bot or something. But they literally made the account like said 13 minutes ago. So that was like, and things I swear I thought I had like something set up or whatever where like account had like be like a certain like have like a verified email or whatever and be like be like in a few days or what. I can't remember how I had my moderation stuff set up. I don't know how that got past me. I'm not sure. I need to go back and look at my moderation stuff on Twitch. But either way, we're gonna go ahead and like and see who can find a raid. And again, next stream tomorrow, Rogue, since we did finish that up tonight, we're gonna go ahead and like and just let tomorrow just be like solely for Lone Shark. Like this will be like a horror fishing game. Yeah, I'm gonna check that as soon as the stream's over. But Lone Shark like is a horror fishing game, but compared to Gone Fishing, which is much more laid back, I think what I've seen in Lone Shark is actually definitely like it's more horror focal. A lot of people saying it like full on triggered their thalassophobia. So I'm interested in it. I want to see like what Lone Shark's gonna be about. But for now, raid browser. I know there's like plenty of other people playing this. Let's see who we got going on here. Trying to see what we got going on. Part of me kind of wants to get, just because this one right here had like a hilarious ass thing. Let me see this. Southern Demons at a low price. Yes, we price match. I love that. Let me go and look at this real quick. See what we got going on. I might. Oh, they're actually about to finish it up themselves. Yeah, so they're actually about to. Yeah, so the reason I'm not like I would love the title. But what I'm gonna pretty much do there is just I don't know what ending they were gonna get, so I don't want ending spoiled for me or anything. But they were right there at the end where I just was, like killing like in the final thing. I feel bad about that. But, I mean, I love the title. That was great. I kind of wish I could have came up with that. But either way, let me at least like see if I can at least see who they are. So if anyone's going to check them out or whether you can, I just I wanted to raid them, but they're actually like they're just about to probably wrap things up. Yeah, the person in question, it was where was it again? Don't tell me they just really? They were just here. Okay, yeah, it's hexually unavailable. Yeah, so hexually unavailable _ between them wherever you guys want to go and check them out. It's kind of like, yeah. So there's someone else. Let me check this one right here. No, because they might be about to wrap it up too. Hell. Yeah, definitely love the username. I'm trying to find someone who's playing this work. I got a few people that are alive, but that one's just Japanese entirely. So no offense to them, just like the language barrier. And I got someone right here like who's like Allie. She's playing like Iron Lung. I guess you went and saw the movie. So I know like Iron Lung, like a lot of people have just been bashing IGN just because IGN gave like a very bad score, but we don't trust IGN's. I'm not really gonna trust too much of what IGN says about like anything. I mean, trying to find something here. I was trying to find someone like who. Someone like with like Shelly's back on Planet Crafter, but we rated her the other day. Maybe this one. Oh no, you don't ad break. Sorry about that. You. Kimsters. Let me check this one real quick. I don't know. Is that? I think she's like still very new. Oh yeah, she's definitely not like a lot. I mean, yeah, she I guess like yeah, because she don't have like any soda or whatever. So I'm guessing like she's still very new to it. Yeah, she's new to the game because I know someone else actually pointed out. So I think she just started playing this like tonight. Hmm. Okay, the only thing is like I'm just yeah, just look at the chat. And it's not nothing she did or whatever, but there's just someone in there just heavily backseat gaming. So crap. No offense, it's just like because I basically it's just like frustrates me when I like go into a thing and like see someone like immediately backseat. I know it's not on the streamer or whatever. And plus, no offense to her, but she had like about 2,000 or something, so she like follows, so she didn't really like. As I like trying to like raid like smaller channels, rogues. I know I'm not a big channel myself, but she did like it's basically the whole thing. She didn't need she didn't need my help. Trying to find someone here. Push gonna shove. I'll just try one more time. One thing that's kind of like definitely makes it a little bit tricky, like when it's games that are like a bit like got a little bit of popularity to them. Let me check this one real quick. One more time here. Oh, they're on day 6, so they're like about to wrap it up too, it looks like. We'll find someone. All right, let's see what we got going on with this one real quick. Oh shit, she just ended her stream, and that was one I was considering rating or whatever. And I think she ended on day 6 or whatever, so she doesn't realize she's actually close to the end of the game. I'll keep like her noted. Probably just for the sake of like maybe trying to like throw a raid their way later. Yeah, I'll basically kind of like keep their name. I'll go and follow them just that way. I'll leave them for consideration next time I stream or whatever. Okay, so we'll just like look at who we got going on. It seems like I'm having the hardest time rating someone tonight, rogues. I think we'll send over to Allie. I guess Allie Reggie. I think like the time I raised her, I think she was doing RV there. Yeah, if it's the same person. And I have been considering playing Iron Lung, so I'm gonna like probably like raid and run on this one. I think like she was playing like RV there yet when I met her and everything, so we'll throw like a quick raid over her way, and then we'll call it on the stream. Like I said, guys, because I'm probably gonna go ahead and go hit the gym after this. That way tomorrow I'll have like a full, day to basically do whatever, and I'm probably gonna go ahead and like maybe because I want to see if Mickey D43 when he wants to go out and get some pizza and all that. The raid browser, no, not raid browser. So yeah, we're gonna be rating Alley Reggie Rogues. And like I said, tomorrow we'll be jumping into Lone Shark. That said, there's the name, or there's the thing. Master What's in the Masquerade. You guys know how this works. Hang on.
Very rusty, but we're.
It's kind of hard like typing when your hands are cold and a little stiff. Yeah, and as always, Rogues, for those interested, you guys can, of course, follow me on my socials, see what I'm doing, like, off-stream and everything. Be it Blue Sky, Upscroll, so on and so forth. And also, you join the Discord server if you're not a member of it. And, you can find links to all that down there in my socials. Anyways, that being said, Rogues, thank you so much for everyone who came and hung out with me for this tonight. See you guys tomorrow for Lone Shark. But until next stream, much love, be safe, and I'll see you guys next stream. Thank you so much for watching. After I did the... There you go. Forgot to do the hat. But anyway, see you guys next stream. Much love, and catch you later.